Ahoy, landlubbers, it's me, your Captain Vasco speaking. And I, for one, am glad that Baby Yoda didn't fall off my shoulder just now. We had our holiday Groot on yesterday's stream, and tonight chose a different shoulder friend. Works on the same magnetic principle of sitting and shoulders. Your shoulders are magnetic too, right? That's not just me. Uh, yeah, I'm not. He's not. He's not sitting super well. We're gonna keep him around for as long as we can, but Groot was definitely participating in a more cooperative fashion. But yeah, there's really no time to lose tonight. It's our last stream of the year. I expect it might go a little long, but I do want to try and finish this game if possible. But if that's not possible, then that's fine too. But it just seems like we're close. Given the length of previous cases, I think if we just commit to a little more time, we can get it done, but only if I don't sit around describing stuff that's already happened forever. Now, the next thing to do is sit around describing stuff that's already happened. Let's hop right over to the thing. Oh, I almost perfectly arranged myself on the screen without having a reference. It would have been so sick if I just did that. Alright, so let's go to the world map. I think it's, even though it's a little louder, I think that's gonna help. Both the shirt and the shoulder have a common theme. Yeah, that's sort of what I was going for. I have I think I have exactly 3 Christmas shirts that correctly fit me right now. The one I wore last Friday, and then the one yesterday, and the one today. And I figured that wearing shoulder Baby Yoda with the Baby Yoda Christmas shirt, it worked well enough. Christmas is coming, of course, but not until a week from today. Isn't that how math works? No, that's Christmas Eve. Week from tomorrow. That's how math works. But yeah, so where are we at? Well, currently we are working the case of the Justice Killer. We managed to convince Chief Snelling, the smelly chief of police, that we knew slightly more than his detectives did. Christmas got here way too fast. I mean, look, it spends most of the year coming really gradually, Soulless Void, and then just all at once, all of a sudden. It's very difficult to be prepared for Christmas at just the right time frame, but all we could do is make the best of it. I hope you're having a nice holiday season. I'm doing my best not to stress. I'm mostly fine. It's mostly fine. But yeah, we're working the case of the Justice Killer, and we have reason to believe that the Justice Killer and the mysterious gentleman thief who broke into the florist and killed our partner Bill, causing us to be haunted by a malevolent ghost for the entire course of this game, are in fact one and the same. And once we convinced Chief Snelling that we should take the case, he gave us what very little information he had about it, which is mostly just like the names of the people who died. And we've been going around asking a bunch of questions, and we've gotten like little bits of information here and there. And we have like some leads at this point, but like it's a lot of information, and I am a little concerned that I may forget or may already have forgotten something of importance. There were 4 people. One worked at the Ironworks, and when we went to the Ironworks, we found out that like they had been sabotaged and exploded, and no one there was willing to help me investigate this somewhat cold serial killer case until we addressed their concerns about the exploded forge. So like that was kind of a dead end, at least for the moment. I don't know what we're supposed to do there just yet. I think the next one we looked at was the bridge construction guy. He's basically a construction worker. And he had I think his deal is that he had a relationship with the woman who works at this coffee shop that's been like the meetup place for us and our police contact for much of the game. When we spoke to her, she knew something about the mysterious Ruby, someone who was on the most recent victim's like planner, his meeting calendar. There was like Ruby and then like some other dude, like Mr. T something. It was Mr. T, obviously, you know Mr. T from like the 80s, from the A-Team. And, like, basically, she let us know that Ruby was some sort of lady of the evening. And while we don't have a direct lead to find her, that may help point us in the right direction at some point. We also had... Is this the one? No, that's the docks. Someone was, like, moonlighting at the docks, and I don't remember which guy it was. But there was, like, really not a lot to learn at the docks. Although, we did learn... We've gotten a few implications that, like, there is a connection between the docks or the waterfront and the Justice Killer. Like, one of the characters was, like, a fisherman and, like, went missing. And, like, the suspect from one of the previous cases, we, like, went and eavesdropped on her trial, and she mentioned that, like, some guy, Samuel, who was at the docks, like, taught her everything she needed to know to, like, make a weird sedative out of plants. And, like, we think that's tied in with everything that's been going on. Also, I don't know where the icon went, but, like, there's a carriage house? Is it just gone? Did we get everything we were gonna get from that place? It seems like it's gone. There's, like, another location where, like, one of the victims, like, worked as, like, a taxi driver, but he sucked and everyone hated him and no one's sad to see him gone. And also, the fourth guy that we were looking into worked at the Central Lamp Depot, and they seem to be, like, in charge of the lamplights from the titular Lamplight City, and they're experimenting with aethericity, which is the steampunk technology that replaces actual electricity using magical science. And I honestly, they gave me some kind of... Oh, they gave me the address to that guy's wife, Burley Cause. And that is... I named the save file so I would know that that's the place I'm supposed to go next. And if it sounds like all of that's a little uncertain, it's because we kind of got, like, a shotgun of light information at the end of the last stream. And, like, some of it's probably going to be useful, and again, I'm a little concerned I might forget some key details there. But, like, we did a lot of digging and found a lot of little things and not, like, a big thing at all. I do have the elf shirt that says, this Mr. Narwhal from Elf that says, I hope you find your dad. But it is sort of enormous, so I mostly only wear it as pajamas. Not to say this shirt isn't enormous, it's pretty big. But I make some arbitrary distinction. Hello, Miss Toasty. Hope you're doing well. You officially on break at this point? Let's go to what was the actual name I used? Burley Wife House. Let's go to Burley Wife House. Okay, not like the nicest place. Obviously, I'm going to go to 2B first, because I have a problem, which is that I'm an adventure game protagonist and a psychopath.
Yeah? May I help you, young man?
Hello, madam. My name is Miles Fordham, and I'm a private investigator. I have some questions about your neighbor.
You mean my former neighbor?
Oh, dear. That's not good news for Vasco. How's everyone doing? I'm doing pretty good. I got a little guy on my shoulder. I got a Santa hat. Christmas is coming. Also excited to play this game. Not sure if we'll actually finish tonight, but we're gonna try.
Yes. In any case, I'd appreciate it if you could help me with some information.
Nah, I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
The last person to ask me about him was that awful policeman. I don't want to have to go through that again.
Will you at least tell me which awful policeman, even though I'm pretty sure that this is a rhetorical question?
I'm sorry you had a bad experience.
Welcome to the stream.
But I can assure you I won't give you a hard time.
Well, that's easy for you to say. But actions speak louder than words.
Uh-oh. I think I know where this is going.
She wants a reverse bribe?
Is there anything I can do for you then?
Well, since you asked.
Okay.
My layabout husband is out wasting our retirement fund with his drinking. Go find him and bring him back here. Then maybe we can talk.
Okay. Do you happen to know which bar he is at?
Oh, wonderful. Now we're playing babysitter.
You'll find him at the Silent Raven. It's
not
too far from here.
I mean, Look, on the one hand, I understand that it's a little contrived for us to only be reusing existing environments from the game, that, like, all these things are so highly coincidental. But I do appreciate the fact that this case is, like, going out of its way to sort of include everything from the game so far. I'm a little torn. I like it more than I don't like it. Things should be arriving by 10 p.m. I'm assuming they mean Central. I mean, they always give that estimate for local, so I would assume by 10 p.m., like, Pacific, we might get a weird knock. I don't know. I never know how that stuff's gonna work.
Yes, I know it.
Good. My husband's name is Kurt Williamson. You tell him his wife Ethel wants him home at once.
I seek a clarification. Do you want me to tell him that, or do you want me to make him come home? I'm not sure that those are, like, those work together. I'm not sure I could use those two
I'll
things
do my
together.
best, Mrs. Williamson.
And the she's like, how do you know my name? Are you stalking me? You literally just said... Oh, never mind. Hey, Silent Raven. No, don't tell me I have to talk to Nikki again. She's very bad. I like that the chalk outline's still here. I'm not sure if that's realistic or not. Yeah, pretty sure that's the guy. I mean, I could talk to her. Rather not. I feel like I should, but
Excuse
I don't
me,
want to.
Are you Kurt Williamson?
That's right. Who are you?
Miles Fordham. I'm a private investigator.
Now, I'm assuming that there was an apostrophe that was hard to read in the "Who are you?"
Oh, yeah? What is it you want from me?
Sorry to bother you.
Ethel sent me to tell you she wants you to come home right away.
I should have known. I can't get away for more than a few hours before she's put the entire city on high alert. How much of my retirement fund did she waste on getting you to come down here?
I'm only doing this because I need some information.
The joke's on you, then. You can just go back and tell her I'll come home when I'm damn well ready.
I think the joke's on him, because I know about the chest knife, and I'm not afraid to use it against this guy. Why won't you go home? Hey, I feel like I know the answer to this. I feel like this is a rhetorical question once again.
Why is it you're so averse to returning home?
I enjoy going out and having a good time. Is that so wrong?
Your wife told me she doesn't like you spending your money on drink.
What I spend my money on is none of her business, and even less of yours. What's this world coming to when a man can't even drink in peace without all his affairs shouted from the rooftops?
You know, this whole situation seems awfully familiar.
What's the worst? He's trying to say that I'm as bad as this guy, and it's like not even a little bit remotely close at all. That's like such a disingenuous parallel, it makes me genuinely upset.
Listen, Mr. Williamson, I think I know what you're going through.
Oh, yeah?
My wife and I were having a rough patch. I wasn't being honest with her, and it nearly drove us apart.
It was tearing me apart, Lisa.
But you managed to fix things.
Yes, I was fortunate. I did the right thing before it was too late.
So, I'm so interested by this. I feel like I need to do some research on this game when I finish playing it. Like, does this mean that, like, I can only convince this guy to go home if I decided to reconcile with my wife? If I decided not to do that, is there, like, no option to continue talking to this guy? And thus, like, either I'd have to find another way to get him to go home, or it's, like, not an option? Ask him how his sex life is. I don't want to know. Why would I ask?
And what did you do?
I told her the truth, that I hear the voice of my dead partner. Hey, everyone, I think this one's wrong. I don't think that's the correct answer. I showed... These last two are, like, both reasonable. The top one is actually insane. It's, like, actually, like, I would only say that if I, like, had some ongoing mental issue that I wasn't addressing, probably. What do I think is more helpful for him? Like, I feel like... Go with the dead partner one. I mean, it is an option. Of all the options for dialogue in this game, it is one of them. I mean, there's inherently something sketchy about the fact that I was honest and then would lie about it. Maybe? I don't know. I don't know if either of those is wrong. I'm quite sure the top one's wrong. I think I'm just gonna be honest.
It was simple. I just communicated honestly and openly with her. I told her what was wrong and how I was feeling. And you know what? She listened. Have you ever told Ethel why you like going out?
No. I assumed she wouldn't understand. I really wish she would come out with me, but I know she'd never agree.
How do you know? Have you actually talked to her about this?
Well, no.
Just last night, I was watching a Hallmark movie, a new one for this year. And, like, the problem was essentially, like, two people in a family, like a woman and her mother, like, weren't communicating. And so, like, an hour and 40 minutes into the movie, like, the protagonist is like, I have an idea. Talk to each other. And I'm like, that took you, like, a whole, like, 3/4 of this movie to work out? Is that try talking to each other? It was not a great one. It wasn't a good example of a Hallmark movie. Ahoy, Angel. Welcome to the stream.
Then maybe you should. If she knew you wanted company, she might just give it a try.
You know, I never thought of it like that. I'm going to go home right now and tell her. And if she refuses, well, at least I asked, right?
That's the spirit.
Thanks for the advice, friend. I really do appreciate it.
Not bad. I have to say, I'm impressed.
Why does this woman look like a clown? Do you think that's intentional? I mean, I think the answer is actually just that the graphical assets are like small scale and big pixel because it's all retro graphics, but like, is she supposed to look like a clown? Is she supposed to amuse me? I don't wanna, but I'm gonna do it.
Excuse me, barmaid?
Hi, what do you need?
I will ask about the
How are
bar.
things here now that the election hubbub has subsided?
Oh, right. I thought you looked familiar. You were the one in here asking about the fellow who was killed.
Correct?
That's right.
Well, there hasn't been too much excitement since then. I've hardly had to toss anyone out, which is a right shame.
Why's that?
Kicking out a rowdy customer shakes things up a bit on a quiet night like this. Gets the blood flowing, you know?
So what you're telling me is you would like me to punch a clown. Is that correct? Oh. So, if I'm understanding this correctly, if I don't reconcile with my own wife and thus can't comment on that wisdom to this man, instead my option is that I can try and get him to violate the bar's ejection policy and get him thrown out so he has no choice but to go home.
What would a customer have to do to warrant being thrown out?
My general rule is if they're being a nuisance, they're out. If they try to pick a fight or are just being generally disrespectful, it's a one-way ticket to the pavement outside.
Good to know.
Save it, why don't you?
Do you know anything about the man sitting at that table over there?
Uh-oh, I did this in the wrong order. There's no man at the table.
Not really. He comes in here a few times a week, but he mostly keeps to himself. I see his type all the time, though. Older, probably retired and looking to escape his home life. I feel sorry for him, but that sort of customer is my bread and butter.
I feed off the despair of others.
Are you familiar with the Justice Killer?
What is that, some fancy drink concoction?
No. It's the name that's been given to a serial murderer here in the Chum.
And by the chum, I mean Chamamadambly.
I see. Never heard of him. And if he's smart, he won't show his face round here.
One-way ticket to the pavement, I hear.
You know, this place suddenly feels just a little bit safer.
Alright, I'm gonna go now.
Yeah.
Been pretty quiet in the streets of late, hasn't it, Bertie?
What's happening?
You noticed too? I thought it was just me.
They seem
I'm
really
not
loud.
complaining, mind you. It's nice to be able to go out and about without stepping over half the chum in the process.
Indeed. What do you reckon's the reason for it?
Not a clue. Can't be illness. We'd have heard something by now.
Is this important?
Whatever it is, let's just hope it keeps up.
Why is it so loud? It's peculiar. Is it even eavesdropping when they're like screaming like that? Okay, so now I'm gonna go back to the apartment. And in typical Vasco fashion, after having accomplished that puzzle, I will now do what I was supposed to do when I first came here.
There doesn't seem to be anyone at home.
Got it.
Ah, Mr. Fordham, thank you so much for getting Kurt back home.
Don't mention it. Now, would you be willing to answer some questions?
Why, yes, of course.
Burly Cause. What a fictional name.
Tell me what you know about Burly Cause.
He and his wife hadn't been living next door very long, maybe 4 months or so. But I didn't talk to either of them very much. They weren't interested in being neighborly, I guess. It's a shame, really. Maybe if we had known one another better, something like this could have been prevented.
Are you suggesting that if you were friends with your neighbors, that the man in that couple wouldn't have been murdered by the justice killer? What is it that you know that you're not telling me? Is there... Hold on. Man, I sure hate that doesn't work correctly. What's wrong here? Oh. Wait, is that what it's been the whole time? Hold on. Give me a second. Put it up here. And like, I don't know, put it up here. And then do this. Yeah, okay. At some point I just like I hid that entire feature in OBS. That does sure explain why that hasn't been working. Thanks, Demolition, for gifting a sub to Miss Toasty. Yeah, I don't know. That was a weird thing for her to say. I want to know about the wife before the murder.
Where is Mrs. Cause now?
It all makes sense. Yeah, when you think about it, if you turn it off, it makes sense that it doesn't work. See, I'm a detective. That's why I play these mystery games.
I don't know, with a mother, maybe. That's usually how it goes.
I'm sitting so poorly. I'm just trying not to drop this little guy.
You wouldn't happen to know where that is, would you?
Afraid not, but, there is one other thing.
One more thing.
Yes?
Don't say I told you this, but, well, I used to hear the two of them through my wall.
Were they playing Connect 4?
I tried ignoring it since it's really none of my business, but it became impossible.
Really loudly playing Connect 4?
What was it you heard?
I don't believe they had a happy marriage. They'd have awful fights a couple times a week.
What would they fight about?
Oh, all sorts of things. The worst one was when she discovered he was going to a brothel. I think he might have hit her on a few occasions, too, but I can't be certain. I hope you don't think me a horrible old gossip, but I thought you might like to know.
Seems relevant.
Not at all. I'm glad you told me.
Ding. Ooh, I got a clue. Alright, tell me about the murder now.
What happened on the day Mr. Cause was killed?
I was here, at home, doing my knitting as usual.
So anytime you're not at the door, you're knitting? That's a lot of knitting.
All of a sudden, I heard a loud bang. It sounded like a gunshot. I went and knocked on Mrs. Cause's door, but there was no answer. I did notice a smell, though, like flowers.
Alright, look. We've clearly established that the Justice Killer leaves an Easter lily as a calling card. I don't believe a single Easter lily would, like, generate such a powerful floral smell that from outside in the hallway you would be able to smell it, like, casually.
Something seemed wrong, so I decided to report the incident to the police. Not long after that, an officer showed up and started asking questions. Awful man he was, so rude. I gotta report him, but I forgot his name. I think it started with a P.
Yeah, if I cared enough about that character, I might remember his name, but I do not.
Parsons?
Parsons?
Yes, that's him. He called for some more officers and they got into the apartment. That's when I found out Mr. Cause had been murdered.
This might actually be one of these cases was like a possible lead that we could give to Parsons so that he would leave. What's her face? I don't remember any of the characters' names. There was like the spontaneous combustion woman like, he was watching over the crime scene, and we had to lure him away, and we had to, like, pick a lead to, like, have Upton, like, publicize, and, like, one that was, like, a fatal gunshot wound, like, got his attention. I feel like it might have been this one, Burley Cause.
Are you familiar with the Justice Killer?
You mean the serial killer who's been killing men in Chumley?
That's the one.
Nah, never heard of him.
Zozo, never heard of it.
What?
I'm just pulling your leg, Mr. Fordham.
What's the name of that? There's like a 90s cartoon, a really weird one. I think it's called The Oblongs. And it's like, it's one of many shows that like briefly had a run on Cartoon Network's Adult Swim, which is like where I saw it. I never saw it when it originally ran. And like, it was a weird show, and like, it wasn't like my favorite or anything, but they had like one joke that was so funny that really stuck with me. It's like there was like a bully like messing with a kid in school, and he like threatens the kid, and he's like, you know, like, oh, I'm gonna like trounce you. I'm gonna like toss you in a locker and leave you there. Capiche? And he's like, I got everything except for the word capiche. He's like, then how did you understand what I was... Never mind. Hated most Adult Swim shows. I mean, I think generationally that's like kind of a hot take, Alcadias, but like, I think legitimately, I have a lot of respect for Adult Swim, but like by its very nature of being kind of experimental, it has good and bad, and it has extreme good, and it has extreme bad. Most of the extreme good, I think, is stuff that it borrowed from other places. Things like its anime block and Futurama, and to a lesser extent, like Family Guy, maybe even King of the Hill, if that's your thing. But, like, I think that there was, like, you know, just like Venture Brothers was, like, an Adult Swim original. It's really good.
I like this one. She's got spirit.
Unfortunately, I only know what I've read in the Gazette, but it's scary to think some maniac is loose on the streets doing such terrible things. And with Kurt going out by himself for hours at a time, oh, I don't like it one bit.
Tell me your interests.
How long have you been living here?
Well, Kurt and I moved in shortly after we were married, so it's been about 34 years.
Goodness, that's a long time to be living in one place.
Yes, well, the building may be a bit run down, and it gets colder than cold in the winter, but the rent has always been cheap. You can't really ask for much more than that.
Oof, relatable.
I appreciate your time, Mrs. Williamson.
Have a good day, Mr. Fordham.
Does that mean I'm supposed to talk to Parsons now? I don't think there's anything else to do here. Guess I'll try going to the police station.
The rumor was always...
I think there's any... I spent a lot of
Chief
time
Snelling?
looking at the at his office, but there's like a pair of scissors or something, and I was like, ooh, let me put that in my pocket.
Yes, Fordham?
Oh, it hadn't occurred to me to do this. I mentioned earlier that, like, there's like a smithy, like a forging guild, something, like an ironworks, some industrial place. And, like, they didn't want to do anything until, like, I solved their problem. So I guess I can ask for leads on that.
Have you got any information on the Redites?
The Redites? That ridiculous gang of troublemakers? Yes, I have some information.
Why do I feel like he's just gonna, like, blow a raspberry right now?
What's your interest in them?
A witness is refusing to speak with me unless I can figure out who sabotaged his iron mill.
Sure, Iron Mill. We'll call it that.
I see. All I can offer is a list of names of known Redites along with their last known whereabouts.
This case is so, like, needlessly complex, and I'm kind of all about it.
But I remind you that you only have until tomorrow afternoon before this indulgence expires, and I throw you in jail.
I really have
This
no
seems like
idea.
a waste of time.
I have no idea how I expect this game to interpret the passage of time. I definitely feel like there's a fail case for this case, but I don't know exactly how I do that. I don't think it's a literal time limit. I feel like it's like I would need to fail some sufficient set of leads that I can't investigate any further or something. I don't know.
That's my decision to make.
Very well. I'll give you the list when you're ready to leave.
I need to get back to my investigation.
Yes. Time is not on your side, Fordham.
I say Adult Swim, I usually mean the original shows and Family Guy, American Dad. See, but like, I think that's two different categories. I mean, it's definitely fine, like, not to like Family Guy, American Dad, Seth Green shows. I mean, Robot Chicken gets a lot of credit, but I think it's incredibly hit or miss at best. And like Family Guy and American Dad and the Seth MacFarlane stuff is like very much an acquired taste. But like, yeah, like when I talk about their experimental stuff, I definitely mean their original stuff. And I do think that there's good stuff in there, but I think most of it is like incredibly niche. And like, if it doesn't satisfy you, like there is just no chance that you will like it because it's so all in on some ridiculous notion or other.
Here you are. This is the most recent list of known Redites.
Any of these
This is a lot
immediately
of
relevant?
names. If we're going to track down this saboteur, it might be best to retire to a more tranquil environment. Fancy a trip back to Upton's?
Redite activists spanning 4 years. Clovis Sullivan, suspect in 3 instances of sabotage. Last known whereabouts, I assume. La Choza, Western Vespuccia. That sounds like not close, right? Like, Western Vespuccia sounds like it's out of city. Guy McKee, that's another extremely fake name. Arrested on charges of attempted murder. Last known whereabouts, Darlinghurst Prison. 15-year sentence. Seems safe to assume not him. Paris Wilson, suspect in 2 instances of sabotage. Last known whereabouts, Hanover Street in Worcester. Well, we can do that. Marcus Chapman, involved in factory explosion. He dead. Okay, can rule that out. So far, it seems like one viable lead. Peyton Ferguson, suspect in 6 instances of sabotage. Last known whereabouts, Gascon. And Lucian Donaldson, suspect in 4 instances of sabotage, and also in Worcester. So maybe 3 folks? Maybe 3 of them? Okay, bye. Okay, so none of those, like, immediately populates to the map, although the game did suggest I should go to Upton's place. I do want to save because, like, I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't think... I mean, I could ask the widow about Ruby, but I think at best I will make her upset. Guess I'll try following the game's lead at the moment.
Right. This should be a quiet enough spot to concentrate on finding that saboteur.
But, like, what?
I just hope Upton doesn't mind you turning her parlor into your own personal study.
I'm sure she'll have no objection. Now, let's have a look at that list again.
I think we can rule out Mr. Sullivan as a suspect. He's Western Vespuccia's problem now. Unless Mr. McKee has escaped from prison, which I highly doubt, he's not our man. If dead men could cause explosions, let's just say things would be a lot different. This clearly isn't the right suspect.
Alright. That's pretty much my ruling so far. Now, I don't know, like... Whereabouts in Gascon suggests, like, maybe he's, like, wealthy to do and maybe not still active, but I don't think I would rule that so much.
Peyton Ferguson. The initials match those on the letter we got at the Lamplight Depot.
Oh, sure. That's, I remembered that, which is why I clicked on this one first, even though it wasn't top of the list. I'm a detective, and that's why I turned off the alerts on my own stream for, like, 2 months.
I'd say it's our best bet.
So, if I leave, can I then go? Can I go after leaving? Question mark.
Well, well. Who's this lovely specimen?
Allow me to introduce Peyton Ferguson, known Redite and prime suspect in a sabotage at the Thorbomb Ironworks.
You know, I really expected there to be more to this than that. Also, something feels lazy about what's going on here. Like, we don't have this guy, like, handcuffed or anything. He's just like, standing awkwardly. Like, he's got, like, a little Baby Yoda on his shoulder, and he's trying not to drop him or something.
I picked him up and brought him straight to you.
Ooh, a saboteur. Just leave him to me and I'll make him feel right at home.
It's the honor system. So it's like Swiper the Fox. We're just like, hey, you gotta come to the police station. You gotta come to the police station. You gotta come to the police station. He's like, oh man.
Please find the Justice Killer soon, Miles. Being Giles' prisoner is not my idea of a good time.
Right. I'll leave you to it then.
Have fun.
Mr. Mims, a word if you wouldn't mind?
Okay, I solved like a whole crime while you weren't looking.
Yes, what is it?
I found the person responsible for sabotaging your iron mill.
Oh, yeah?
His name is Peyton Ferguson. He's currently at the Bow Street Jail.
Hey, not bad. I owe you one, Detective.
I intend to have you make good on that.
Certainly does.
What can you tell me about Hannibal Kirkland?
Good worker. Mostly kept to himself. Real shame what happened to him.
It's a tragedy. Tell me about his personal life. What are his turn-ons?
Do you know if anyone here disliked Kirkland?
Enough to want him dead? Nah. There's the occasional scrap, but everyone around here gets along for the most part. Like I said, he mostly kept to himself. Head down, didn't bother nobody.
Do you know what he did outside of work?
No idea. I only ever saw him here.
I assume he collected pogs. Don't ask why, but I just have a strong feeling.
You said Kirkland was a good worker?
One of my best. I knew something was up when he didn't show up for a couple of days. Don't think he'd ever missed work before.
Did he have any personal effects he kept here, or an area where he worked?
He had a cabinet downstairs in the workers' changing area, just like everyone else.
Ah, I think that's the screen I couldn't go to before, but I assume I can go there now.
You can go take a look if you want, but I don't think the police found anything. Kirkland's cabinet is the third one from the left.
Are you familiar with the Justice Killer?
The who?
He's a serial murderer who's killed 5 men over the past 4 months.
Including one of your employees? It's shocking how often I have to explain this to people.
Is that right? Never heard of him.
He may have killed one of your men. Weren't the police here asking about it?
Oh, is that what that was all about? I know they came poking around here a while back, but I was busy dealing with other things.
Oh boy.
It's nice to see the lines of communication here are wide open.
Yeah, I can't imagine why the police were having such difficulty tracking the Justice Killer.
I'll be going now.
Be careful on your way out.
Don't let the ironworks hit you on the way out. Is that anything? No? Okay. Ooh, we can hit the showers maybe. Okay, I apparently need a combination. I didn't say a combination, right? Did I black out? Also, like, why do we have a painting, I presume, of like a beached ship? I can't even look at it for some reason. Gents, please stop shaving in the showers. The cleaning lady almost tore my head off. She says the drains can't take all the hair. Mims. Is this relevant? Is that like a puzzle I have to solve?
At least having a heater down here manages to keep things warm. I remember the changing rooms at the police station were always ice cold. Just another unmarked...
Okay.
Sounds like there's someone in there. If you weren't so bashful, I'd suggest joining in. You could certainly use it.
That's... symbolic. It tells them even if they think they're sailing free, they're still stranded on the shore of capitalism. That's rough. That's a grim reminder. I don't imagine that I have any information about Kirkland that would tell me what his, like, 3-digit locker combination is. Kind of hoping... I love that Find the Justice Killer is, like, basically the first thing on my to-do list. Like, yeah! Like, yes! I love how much there is to do. This case is so good. Do you happen to know the
Mr.
combination?
Mim,
Yes.
Will you please tell me it?
would you happen to know the combination to Hannibal Kirkland's cabinet?
No. Every worker sets their own combination, and I don't ask for it.
What happens if they were to forget it?
Well, I have them come up with some sort of personal reminder. Keep those in a file.
And do you still have Kirkland's?
I'll give it to you as soon as we're done talking.
I think that this is the first case where this has happened. Maybe it's not, but like it's been happening a lot in this case, and it's funny to me. It's like, feel free to exhaust more dialogue options, and then you'll just get this.
I'll be going now.
Be careful on your way out. There you go. You're lucky I only clean out my files at the end of the year.
I am lucky, because we're coming up on
See,
it.
I always told you I wasn't disorganized. Just preparing for the future.
Shipwreck. Red plus white. The sign. I think I know what 2 of the 3 of those are gonna mean. Now I can look at the painting? Or am I to understand that this like weird gray splotch is gray? Or is like a gray 1 as opposed to just like rust mark? This is the sign, right? I mean, it like also kind of has a 1 on it. What would red plus white be? What would red plus white be? What other stuff? We talked to anyone? I think this is the only location where we deal with Kirkland. Oh, 2. Red and white 2. Something something 2 day. I think that's 121? Maybe? Like, none of these numbers are particularly clear except the second one. I did
Empty.
it.
That's disappointing.
Not completely empty. There's something at the bottom here.
The numbers 1, 2, 3 are on the note. Oh, I see what you're saying, Angel. That would be pretty funny. Like, you put fake clues on it, and you're just like, nah, it's the numbered list. That's the reminder. The Gilded Lily, 12 refined ladies in waiting. All sizes. Good lord. Petite, skinny, buxom. Special. Present this handbill and 50 shillings for the normal 1 crown treat. I don't think I can broadcast that on Twitch. Oh my god. 459 Petticoat Lane.
It
I hope
seems
I
our
have
friend
50
Hannibal
shillings.
had a few extracurricular activities after all.
Gilded Lily, huh? That's a bit suspicious.
Who knew such a pretty flower could cause such an inconvenience? The answer to that question is me, in case you were wondering. Flowers bring nothing but trouble. Trouble and snot.
I'm really ready to be
That's
done
enough, Bill.
listening to
We need
you.
move on.
I suspect that we will find Ruby here, and it's also starting to feel like there's potentially like a brothel connection to the victims, possibly. So the docks and the brothel seem to be possible points of overlap. God, this case is so good. This is like one of the best like video game mysteries I've like ever done. I'm like so excited. Red plus white is green. Who knows? I'm colorblind. You're... Correct me if I'm wrong, Alcadias. You're red-green colorblind? Or are you, like, all colorblind? I don't know all the sub-distinctions. Lily, I guess. Let me do another save. I feel like I shouldn't just keep saving, but I don't know any better.
Well, hello there, handsome. Welcome to the Gilded Lily.
Does she have an eye patch? There's like something running across her
Come
head.
over here and tell me what kind of pleasure it is you're looking for.
Oh, also, is this an Easter lily? Here on this statue? That feels incriminating also.
I'm afraid I'm here for business, not pleasure.
Oh, well, that's just a shame, isn't it?
But pleasure is the business here, so maybe it still overlaps.
I'm Miles Fordham, private investigator. And you are?
You can call me Serafina. I'm in charge of this establishment.
You won't mind if I take a look around or ask you some questions?
As long as you keep to the front room, you can do whatever you like. Beyond that,
oh baby,
you're gonna have to pay.
The front room, you say?
Maybe it's best if you leave this part out when you tell Adelaide about the case later.
I can't look at what I think is an Easter lily? That feels a little
What
suspicious.
a charming statue. Wouldn't she get cold fetching water in that state of undress?
May I ask you a few questions, Serafina?
Of course you may, but I can't guarantee the answers will be free.
She does have an eye patch. I'm so good at retrographics, I guess. I don't know what that skill would be. Feel suddenly tolerable. I think you're being deceived. He's just not on his worst behavior.
Do you know anything about the Justice Killer?
I'm afraid not, dear. I don't normally associate with killers.
I'm not sure you know that for sure, but whatever.
Are you sure you don't know anything? He's the reason I'm here.
Well, I can assure you I know nothing about your murderer. If the trail has led you here, it's surely just coincidence.
Yeah, she seems awfully certain of that. It's a good thing we don't believe in coincidences.
Good, I can ask about Ruby. You're not sure exactly what kind of colorblind, but you have trouble with red, brown, red, green, blue, purple, pink, light, gray. See, I think there's an underrated overlap to pink, light, gray. I've encountered like a number of times that people have like fought over that specific distinction between colors, and like I don't know, people get like really heated about it. I saw one like just recently. Someone was like, I think I saw like a photo on Twitter where like someone was like knitting a Pokemon or something, and they were like, guess which one it is by the color, and then like her own response to her initial tweet was like, some of you think that this is pink and I'm upset about it or something, and it's like the colors are surprisingly similar. It does not surprise me, even though I've never heard of that as like a spectrum of like colorblind conflation. Like that does not surprise me at all.
Did you have a man named Hannibal Kirkland as a client?
Do you know all the names of your clients?
I make it my practice not to learn the names of any customers here, Mr. Fordham. I hate to disappoint anyone who comes through those doors, but discretion is paramount in this business.
Well, at least you know you can trust these women with your secrets.
Ruby. Do you by chance have a girl named Ruby in your service?
Ruby? Yes. She's one of our newest girls. She's not in any sort of trouble, is she?
Not at all. I merely wanted to speak with her.
Well, she should be in the dressing room. If you go through the rear door and follow the hallway down, it's the last door on the left.
First, you did state that we could do whatever we wanted as long as we stayed in the front room. And secondly, I don't know that it's super chill for you to authorize a strange man whose police credentials you haven't even verified, that he can just like wander into the dressing rooms of your fine establishment. That feels like it crosses some consent boundaries that I'm not thrilled with.
I see.
I mean, she might recognize this guy because he's arguably sort of famous, but she did just say she doesn't know anyone's names.
Did you know Percival McDonough?
The politician? I knew who he was, but never met him personally.
He was seeing Ruby, wasn't he?
Not regularly, no. In fact, his first and only visit with her was yesterday.
Were you aware that he was murdered shortly after that?
I had no idea. How terrible.
Yes, it is terrible. This means she's lost a potential repeat customer.
You know, it's interesting. Like, no one in this game seems to read the newspaper, but, like, I genuinely don't know if that's, like, representative of the alleged time frame of, like, Victorian times. I don't know how news really spread in, like, a larger city at that time. It doesn't feel, like, completely implausible. Maybe they can't read. It's likely that some of the folks that we've dealt with can't read, I would say. If it's, like, meant to be indicative of, like, the actual, like, Victorian era or whatever. I don't actually know when, like, widespread reading became a thing. I feel like that became more standardized in, like, I assume somewhere between, like, the late 1800s and the early 1900s. But, like, this is set in, like, alternate 1844, and I feel like that might predate, like, the period of time where it's sort of, like, assumed most people read. But I might be mistaken about that. I'm not good with history. But, like, it's just interesting because, like, certain things like the existence of a serial killer you would still expect to, like, spread via gossip, especially when they're targeting, like, a local region. And it's, like, a known quantity, it's, like, publicly known, and yet, like, so many people in that area, like, aren't aware of the killer. Like, literally people who, like, employed or were in relationships with people killed by a serial killer don't even know that that serial killer exists. Like, that's a little interesting to me.
This is a lovely establishment you have, and such a nice name, too.
Now, the lily that's in the name of the establishment, what does it refer? Never mind.
Thank you, my dear. It wasn't always called the Gilded Lily, though. We were formerly known as Le Maison de Tolérance.
Ooh, very French.
What inspired the name change?
Ah, that's a bit of a long story. Not worth getting into.
Yeah, that's sort of, like, it is interesting to me, like, I don't question the fact that, like, everyone should necessarily be reading the newspaper. I'm a little surprised at how few people we've encountered seem to have done that, but, like, that, again, like, I don't question that as, like, how come they didn't all read the news? It's more just like, oh, that's, like, interesting. But, like, if I have an issue at all, it's more that, like, I feel like the gossip would spread a little further than that, and we've encountered very few people in the course of this investigation that are even aware that the Justice Killer exists.
How long have you been operating?
Going on 25 years. Business has been good. There's a reason this is the world's oldest profession, you know.
Wait, what's your profession, and what are your terms?
So, how did you get into this business?
Like many of the other girls, it was the best of some bad options. I had no interest in being beholden to a husband. I may be a fallen woman, but better to fly and fall than to have your wings clipped.
Do you enjoy the work?
It's a job like any other, Mr. Fordham. There are good days, and there are bad days. But my girls are my family. We take care of each other. I couldn't ask for anything better.
Thank you for your time.
Of course, my dear.
Alright, I guess I'm gonna go wander in on some women changing. That's normal. Wait, which direction am I going?
I'm not too familiar with places like this, but I believe that's where the fun happens, if you've got the crowns for it.
I can't look at these grapes.
Looks nervous. Wonder if this is his first time.
Man, it's a little uncomfortable for there to be just like a waiting room where you gotta hang out. Oh, I can look at the paintings.
Oh, my virgin eyes. You certainly won't find art like that at the National Gallery.
You might. I feel like you might. Some rowdy periods in art history.
Oh, hello. Did Serafina send you back here for me?
Yes, but not for the usual reasons. I'm a private investigator. My name is Miles Fordham. Ruby, I presume?
Yes, that's right. What do you need from me?
Just some information.
Well, I'll do my best.
The girls here don't get much in the way of a dressing area. Still, something is better than nothing, I suppose.
You could do worse, but it's not great. Oh no, there's a shrine.
Lily, 1809 to 1843. I wonder what happened to her.
I assume she got gilded. She said the name change was recent, right? 1843 would have been last year? I don't think this is a coincidence.
A damn shame to be cut down in the prime of your life. Believe me, I know.
Do you?
I'm guessing this is where most of the girls keep their personal belongings. Doesn't seem to offer much in the way of privacy.
Do you think her combination is 121?
I'm guessing this is...
Anything else I need to look at? I feel like it's a relatively light environment. Don't want to miss anything.
So, Ruby.
Yes?
That's a lot of questions. Oh, interesting. I can ask her about, like, every single person, and Lily, and herself, and the Justice Killer. This will be a long conversation. Hopefully, it will be productive.
Have you heard of the Justice Killer?
No, I don't believe so.
He's a serial murderer who's killed 5 victims, mostly men from Chumley.
Oh dear, that sounds dreadful. Is that what you're investigating?
It is. Do you know anyone who might have some information about him?
I don't. Sorry I can't be more help.
She doesn't know about him. It feels like a real long shot to ask if she knows someone else who knows about him.
Did you ever have a client named Hannibal Kirkland?
No, that name doesn't sound familiar. Sorry.
Do you know Ennis Bowditch?
Bowditch? Didn't think I'd be hearing that name again.
Oh, she mad.
As I understand it, he was seeing your friend, the serving girl at the ruined coffee house.
Yeah, that's right. Annabelle. She broke things off with him a while ago, though.
So she said. Did you ever know him to be violent?
Violent? The bastard nearly beat Annabelle's brains in once. Why do you think she chucked him?
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
At least she had the good sense to get rid of him.
Perhaps we should go confirm this newly discovered fact with Annabelle.
Didn't she already strongly imply that? Whatever, let's do it.
Did you ever meet a man named Burley Cause?
No, I never met him, but one of the other girls had him as a client.
Okay.
I remember because she was laughing about his name. He wasn't very burly, if you get my meaning.
I don't. Please elaborate.
Right.
That's not relevant to my investigation.
Are you familiar with Reggie Willingham?
Oh, him? He had to be banned from here.
Reggie, I think, was the cab driver. And, like, yeah, there was an implied brothel connection for him because he was too garbage to, like, talk to a human.
Really? What happened?
He got way too rough with one of the girls. She ended up shy a few teeth.
That is way too rough.
Dear Lord.
Yeah, apparently he wasn't too fond of boundaries. Good riddance to him, I say.
Didn't she just start working here? She knows an awful lot about the history of this place.
Were you aware that Mr. Willingham was murdered?
What? Oh, well, now I feel terrible for saying good riddance. I meant...
I think I know what you meant, Ruby. It's fine.
Assume the clue part of that is that he also had a history of violence. My vague impression at this point in the investigation is that the Justice Killer is like... He kills people that he thinks are... like, bad people. He's getting justice... Like, he's vigilante style. He chooses people that he thinks are, like, guilty of something, and then kills them and calls it justice. I think.
You met recently with Percival McDonough, is that right?
How did you know that? I thought he was meant to keep those sorts of things private.
Yeah, well, I did that thing where I rub a pencil on, like, the page below a torn-out page in a calendar. Also, he's dead.
He had your name written down in his calendar.
And you found me here based on that?
I'm pretty good as a detective, I think. I solved the mystery of why my alerts were shut off.
Well, I am a detective.
Suppose that's true. Anyway, yes. I only met him the one time. There wasn't anything remarkable about him. After we finished, he got all emotional about his wife, but I could hardly understand what he was saying.
Did he say Rosebud?
I hate it when they cry afterwards.
That's a rather nice portrait. Who's the subject?
Oh, that's Lily. Before my time. Serafina knows loads about her. Even changed the name of this place in her honor.
See, not a coincidence.
You might try asking her if you want to know more.
Dare I ask, what are your turn-ons?
How long have you been in this business?
Only a few months now. Used to work at a kitchen, but then they brought in some of those new automated machines.
Ah, sadly familiar story.
At least this profession isn't in any danger of being made obsolete by steam tech. Cold steel can never replace a warm touch.
Let's just hope that's true.
I'll just leave you to it then.
Thanks, love.
Have fun with this. Oh, Neko, welcome to the stream. How's it going? You've been the VIP for quite some time consecutively. Congrats on that. Now, can I ask you about Lily? Now that I have almost a negligible amount of additional information.
May I ask you a few questions, Serafina?
Of course you may.
Yar.
Could you tell me about the young lady in the portrait hanging in the back room?
Ah, that's Lily Peterson. She was a wonderful woman and a great friend.
And an excellent flautist.
What happened to her?
It's a rather tragic story, Mr.
It's a real
Ford.
tragedy.
I'd rather not go into too much detail. The short version is this. She was with a client who got very carried away.
By like a pterodactyl or like a large bird?
She was able to defend herself enough to mortally wound the bastard, but the damage had already been done.
By like a pterodactyl or like a rather large bird?
The girls and I decided among us that we would rename this establishment in her honor. Some days it's still hard to believe she's gone. I haven't even been able to get rid of her
A box of things? Do you have any idea how exciting a box of things is to an adventure game? I need a break from shoulder, guys. It's driving me a little crazy. I'll bring you back out, Baby Yoda. But like, oh my god, my posture is terrible.
I'm very sorry for your loss, Serafina.
Thank you, dear. It was especially awful given Lily's past. Her sister died at the hands of her own husband some 16 years before. Some people just can't escape tragedy, no matter how far they run.
Huh. Something tells me these deaths are significant. It might be a good idea to learn as much as we can about Lily Peterson.
Thank you for your time.
Of course, my dear.
Do you say where the box of things is? I want that box of things. Find a justice killer, investigate his office. There's more to do at the office? There was like nothing at the office. Speak with Mrs. McDonough. I don't know. There wasn't a lot to get from her at the time. Speak to the serving girl at the coffee house. Investigate the Lily. Learn about. Do another save. Is the box of things in like the little cabinet?
I'm guessing this is where.
This isn't gonna get me any information, right? It's just gonna be the same thing you said before. Oh no, I can look at it now. I couldn't before.
That's a nice locket for being such a cheap piece of jewelry.
Rude. Ooh, there's a note. 3132213. That's a combination to 2 1/3 people's lockers at the Ironworks.
That's a nice locket. That's a.
Can't like take a look at the photo in it or anything.
No lilies? Seems like a missed opportunity.
Too many people sing like that? You mean just like randomly singing numbers in a game? No, I'm pretty sure I'm the only person who does that. She does that too? That actually tracks. I used to... Well, there was like some game where like... There was some like QuickTime like series of button presses and I had to like sing... I think it was Mass Effect. If I didn't like sing the sequence of buttons that I had to press, I would get it wrong every time, and if I did, I would like never make a mistake. Guess I'll go back to the office. How is there... There's like not a lot of hotspots here, so it must be like some interaction I'm supposed to have with the guy?
The former Percival McDonough. History books and political... Nothing but a bunch of boring documents. You'd think he... Looks pretty fresh. I wonder what the killer uses to write with.
Still the body hitbox. Looked at the portrait and the window,
Leave it to
right?
a politician.
I think I looked at the window. Is there something more to the
No
window?
signs of forced entry that I can see. The murderer didn't come in through this window.
Does that mean that I'm looking for a secret entrance? Or something?
No time to waste.
I don't think I can do anything new here.
It seems the killer didn't want anyone to know about this meeting with McDonough, and possibly not with Ruby either.
Yeah, I haven't gained any information about T. Shackley, have I? Actually, let me check something really quick. List of known Redites. T. Shackley's not on there,
Therein
right?
lies Upton's
I want to look at the note.
There-
Well, I guess that information is lost to me forever. I hope it's not important. I guess I'll talk to his wife.
Hello again, Mr. Fordham.
I feel like the only thing I'm going to be able to say is like, hey, so I know you're grieving, but your husband went to see a lady of the evening one time. How you doing?
Probably best to leave.
The game suggests there's some information she has that I don't have. And I remember the hitboxes in here being super useless. I can have him give fake names to all the portraits, or we can comment on the knickknacks, and that's like really it, right? So if I can't talk to her about anything, I think I should just leave. That feels correct. So, to the coffee house, then. Hello, Annabelle. I have questions about violence. It's so loud in here.
Pardon, miss.
How can I help you, sir?
Alright, I forgot she was a church mouse.
I spoke with your friend Ruby. She told me something quite disturbing.
You're gonna have to narrow it down. My friend Ruby has seen things.
What was that?
She said that Ennis had fits of violence, and that the reason you ended your relationship was because he hit you.
Why would she tell you that? That was my secret to tell, not hers. I thought we were friends.
It's obvious she cares about you and was worried about your well-being.
Well, it hardly matters now Ennis is dead, does it?
But is it true? Did he raise his hand to you?
Yes. It is true. As I said before, something changed in him. I have no idea what, but I had to get away.
I see. Thank you for your honesty. I'm sorry you had to experience what you did. I'll let you get back to work.
Thank you, sir.
I really don't know what that is. That's, to me, that's the most interesting thing. Anytime you get something that's like obviously a cipher and you have no idea what it is, I'm like, I have to know. I just have to know what 3132213 is. Frequent Gilded Lily, but was banned for violence. Yeah, like there's like a violence thing. I feel like maybe the Justice Killer is some sort of white knight. It's like if people hurt women, then he kills them. We haven't done much with this. At Linda Walker's trial, she mentioned a friend named Samuel who worked at the docks and helped her figure out which plants could drug someone. But like when I went to the docks, there was like no one to ask about that. Oh yeah! He had a blank piece of paper on his person that we haven't been able to do anything with either. Forgot about that. And like all these police reports are just garbage. They're like, a guy died and they wrote justice. Oh my god. Not much else at the moment. Thanks, Demolition, for defeating the bot. Oh, can I have the site?
What a cheery reminder of everyone's impending death. That whole thing about the man in the black robe, complete lie, by the way.
I mean, given your current state of being tethered to the Earth, I'm not sure that you're quite suited to confirm that for sure. Huh. I'm gonna go to the docks. Make sure your wife is okay. You don't want her head in a box. Well, luckily, the likelihood of something like that happening is like, what, 7%? It's not super high.
Blank surfaces don't... Blanks... No use bothering him again if you've got nothing to ask about.
There's something to ask this guy? I already talked to him.
Keep up the good work, Mr. Hastings.
I really feel like I should be able to do more at the docks than I'm able to do. This annoys me. Makes me feel like I've done something wrong, but I don't know what it is. Also, like the cab place went away as a location? It really throws me off.
Leave him to a... So this is where all the lamps in the city... I wouldn't get too close to... Too bad you didn't get a chance to read that sign.
I can't go back to my own home. And I can't seem to do anything mostly anywhere. I guess I could check the construction site just to be sure. I think my next thing has to be somewhere at the Gilded Lily, and I don't know how.
I don't think there's...
That's true. Now, I am a little curious. Something I hadn't thought about until, like, just a moment ago is, like, I wonder if this case still has, like, red herrings the way that the previous ones have? Or if, like, the complex nature of it means that, like, there will actually only be one correct answer, but you may not get to it because it requires you to, like, get all them leads.
We've exhausted her. I'm not... Looks nervous.
Because... No, to-do list. Find the killer, investigate guy's office where he died, speak with his wife, investigate the Gilded Lily and Lily's murder. I guess maybe I can ask Ruby more about Lily, but I think I asked her about Lily and she's like, I don't know, ask Mr. Owl. No worries, Neko, if you gotta sleep, you gotta sleep. Always appreciate it when you can come out.
So, Ruby.
Yes?
I got something for her.
Serafina told me that Lily's possessions are still here. Do you know where they're kept?
They're on the shelf, my guy. We looked at them.
Yeah, in that cabinet over there. Lily had a special place in Serafina's heart. I don't think she has the nerve to get rid of this stuff yet.
Dang it, I checked the cabinet and it wouldn't let me look at it.
Do you think I could take a look through it?
Oh, I don't know.
Serafina never has to know. I promise I'll only look, not touch.
If I had a crown for every time I'd heard that.
Hey, zinger! Hey-o. I gotta have something for this. Hold on. Sure, this one, my favorite.
Get wet. Down there.
Mm-hmm. It always gets old because it was never a good idea.
But, alright. As long as you keep your word and don't take anything from the box, I'll let you have a look.
Ooh, but I want things from the box. That's the whole reason I want to look at the box.
I'll get it for you after.
I'll just leave you to it then.
Thanks, love.
I like her outfit.
There you go. All yours for the browsing.
I assume that those are... No, I guess maybe they're, like, stocking feet. They kind of look like boots because of the coloration. She had, like, incredibly long boots, but now that I'm saying that out loud, that seems preposterous. Oh, it has 3 buttons. It has 3 buttons, my friends.
Let's see what we have in here.
I'm making him horny.
There you go. I don't think I have all of those on my stream deck, which is an oversight. Wow, something happened to this note. Also, thank you, Alcadias, for bringing that. Dear Miss Peterson, while it is unorthodox practice for a detective to maintain contact with the relatives of a victim after the case has been closed, your story has touched me on a deeper level. Please let me know if there is anything I presumably can do to help you during this difficult time. I understand you have decided take it upon yourself to raise your sister's son. Ooh, and for that I commend and respect your strength of will. Again, do not hesitate to contact me if there's anything I could do to help. Detective Lester Barnett. That feels helpful. That's, like, good. I want that information.
Nice scarf. Impressively clean, too. Lily clearly took care of her things. A cheap ring. Must have had sentimental value, because otherwise there'd be no point in keeping it. These don't look too valuable.
Alright. I want to get this wrong. Roll the paper. 313-2213. 313-2213. 313-2213.
One of 3 buttons with an engraved lily on it.
Bite me. 3, 1, 3, 2, 2, 1, 3. I got a thing!
Well now, I think we just found ourselves a bonanza.
Ooh, a bonanza. Why are they like this? Like, did she dip them in coffee? Aunt Lily, I tried. God knows I tried. But I couldn't let that guy get away with his crime. I refuse to watch you suffer the same fate as Mother. Justice had to be done. Oh no! Oh no! The Justice Killer is Lily's son! And that's why he cares about people being violent to women! 'Cause that's how she died! Oh no! I've snuffed out his life just as he tried to choke yours out of your body. The blood that stains this letter is his. Oh no! Oh bad. As I write this, you're in a hospital bed unconscious. I don't know if I'll ever be able to speak with you again, but I am placing this letter in your secret place in the hope that you will someday be able to read it. In the meantime, I have discovered my true calling. I must dispense justice to those who harm innocent women. I have seen the cycle of violence go on for far too long. I've lost both my mother and aunt to violent men, and I must stop this from happening again. I spoke with Gloria, and she told me that she had been violated by one of her clients, an ironworker named Hannibal Kirkland. I will observe his habits until the time is right to strike. After he is taken care of, I will find others and do the same, until this wretched city is scrubbed clean. I need to send a message. Does that say? Love to you always? Love to me always? I signed my note, love me. S, I think, is the single initial written there, but it's obviously smudged in the blood of the guy who killed Lily. Oh, well, oh, no immediate quip to that, Bill? Okay, that feels lacking somehow. Yeah, I promised I wouldn't take anything. Does it count if you didn't know it was there?
So,
Yes?
I found this letter inside a secret compartment in the box belonging to Lily. Do you know anything about it?
I thought we agreed you wouldn't take anything from there.
Yeah, I didn't think I was supposed to do that, but I wanted to ask anyway.
This is a special case. This letter's from Lily's nephew, the Justice Killer.
Oh, I see. Look, I've only been here a short time. I don't know anything about Lily or any killers or anything, I swear.
Ooh, she's like... She's nervous about that in a way that makes me suspicious. I understand her being nervous, but that feels like defensive nervous. Oh my god, Alcadias, you're not wrong, but I'm not reading that.
You know, I think she's telling the truth.
I'll just leave you to it then.
Thanks, love.
It's super calm again. Thanks, adventure game. I appreciate the tonal whiplash. Quick question.
May I ask you a few questions, Serafina?
Of course you may.
Serafina, what can you tell me about Lily's nephew?
Her nephew? I didn't know she had a nephew. Lily didn't talk much about her family, as you can probably imagine.
You're not lying to me, are you?
You can't lie, that's entrapment. Wait, is that... I don't think that's right.
I have nothing to hide from you.
When a woman who works at a, Gilded Lily tells you that, she might be telling the truth.
Except maybe the truth. But I don't think we have what we need to make her talk. If there even is anything that would make her talk.
Thank you for your time.
We need a psychically charged Magatama.
Of course, my dear.
I mean... Part of me wants to go talk to, like, Snelling. But I don't think I'll actually get anything from him. I mostly just want to, like... Dude, I've been working this case for, like, 6 hours, and I know the identity of the Justice Killer. Your police suck. Maybe that's the right thing to do. I need to find more information. Who would know anything about this guy? I don't think I have any questions for the medical examiner, but like, why does the game think I haven't completed investigating this place? Is it something I just like don't know yet?
No time to...
And I keep forgetting this name. It's like T. Stockman? Shackley? Never gonna remember that. Guess maybe now that I have the letter, I can ask his wife if he was violent. Maybe that's a thing I can do?
Probably better.
I feel like that is like a legitimate thing I could do, is like try and establish if he has a history of violence. Because there's some evidence that this is a... like that the most recent killing is like a copycat. Like, the main reason I suspect this is just because there's no Easter Lily at the crime scene. And granted, that's kind of flimsy. But it is also the thing that got us, like, Rain to work on this case. So it's a little weird that it's, like, not at the crime scene. And also this guy doesn't fit the profile because he's, like, a wealthy guy and not, like, a rando from Chumley. So there's, like, some reason to suspect that this is, like, not an actual Justice Killer killing. So, like, I think it would legitimately be valuable to, like, see if he fits the killer's MO now that we have a better idea of what it is. But the game won't let me do that, which sucks. So... you know, it suggests there's something I should be able to get from her, and I just don't know what it is. Is it possible for me to, like, go ask these random people if folks were violent? If, like, the people who died were violent? Feels like no. Feels like that's not it. You do know that this guy... oh God, good grief, there's so many names. I think this is, like, actually a really... common problem for, like, complicated mystery stories, although I feel like it is most evident in, like, kind of poorly written, like, TV mysteries, from, like, police procedurals, is, like, when there'll be, like, a bunch of people involved, and, like, several of them are, like, dead, or, like, missing, or unfindable, or whatever. And so, like, there'll be all these names that people will throw around without context, and after a while it can become difficult to keep track of them. Here it's just that there's a lot of them, and they have a lot of similarities, and we, like, don't really know any of their faces, so it's a little tough to keep them apart. So Bowdish is the one who was dating the coffee house girl, Annabelle? So we've confirmed that he was violent. Hannibal got banned for being violent. And also is, like, literally mentioned in the killer's, like, note, stating that he is a vigilante. We talked about Burly Cause and said an unflattering thing about his physique, but I don't think she said more than that. I think she was like, he's someone else's client and their problem. Oh yeah, maybe I can ask Snelling about Detective Barnett. Or Barnett? Barnett? Let's ask about barn owls. This is probably a real lead. Although I maintain that, like, profiling the rich guy's wife about his violence is, like, a totally legitimate thing to do right now.
Chief Snelling?
Yes, Fordham?
It's a good sign I could talk to him.
Do you recall a murder involving a woman named Lily Peterson about a year ago?
Lily Peterson? Yes, that name does sound familiar. Of course, the prostitute murder. That wasn't one of yours, was it?
I'd like to think that if that's true, our character would know something about it.
No, it wasn't. Do you remember any other details?
As I recall, the woman was beaten severely by one of her clients, who escaped and was never found.
Well, I'm pretty sure he dead. I'll tell you that. I do happen to have a couple of sheets of paper that are a little soaked in his blood. It is kind of an interesting thing to do, to, like, write a heartfelt note to your aunt and then, like, soak it in blood so it's, like, kind of illegible.
She died a few days later in the hospital. How is this of any relevance, exactly?
That's what I'm trying to piece together.
Lily's sister.
Did you know that Lily Peterson had a sister who was killed some 16 years ago?
I didn't. Are you suggesting that's related somehow?
I think it is. Would you be able to get me the case file?
What was the victim's name?
That's what I'm trying to find out.
That might be a bit more difficult, unless you can give me more details.
I'll try my best.
Very well. What year did you say the case was from?
Oh, crap. It was 16 years ago from 1843, right? I feel like that discussion, I think it was in the note at the time she died, which was in 1843. So that would make it 1827? Oh, crap. So it's 16 years ago from now? 1828? I guess he said 16 years ago just now. So that would be 16 years ago from now, which is 1844.
It was 16 years ago, so 1828.
Right. And who was the detective assigned to the case?
Barnett. Lester Barnett.
It was Lester Barnett.
Right. He was quite active in those days. And what was the victim's official cause of death?
I don't know. Do I know this? Oh, no. I was doing so good. I really want to say strangulation. But I don't know. Oh. Sad Vasco. Sad murder noises. Gathering chat's not gonna help me on this one either. Yeah, that feels confirmed. Never a more relevant time to use that. That may literally be true somehow. I honestly don't know that this was stated definitively. We just know that it was violent. But, so, wait. Is it... So... I want to say strangulation, but here's the thing. She died like 3 days later. Is that realistically possible? For her to die later, it would have to be like something like strangulation either like kills you right away or it doesn't. Is it possible that it's shooting because the justice killer like shoots people in the head? She was in a coma and didn't wake up. Yeah, I guess, is it possible to... This might be a stupid question, but for some reason it doesn't feel like it. Is it possible to be strangled into a coma? I suppose that should be possible. I mean, it's probably not... like... Even though shooting makes sense to me for, like, thematic reasons, and that's kind of, like, how serial killers do it, like, I don't think she would have held on that long. I mean, my gut instinct says strangulation, and if I think about shooting, I don't like it. If I think about shooting, I don't like it. I'll go with it.
It was strangulation.
All right. I'll have a look and see if I find anything.
Do I have?
Yes.
Oh,
Here
thank
we are.
God.
This should be a match. Have a look.
Okay, it's a clue.
So we have our killer's last name and possible first name, assuming he's the same man Linda Walker talked about.
Oh, no. Wait, that tracks because, like, the letter was signed S, right? So he's just literally Samuel? Which I probably should have put together, to be honest with you. All right, case file number, it's big. Date, March 30th, a long time ago. Victim name, Liam Collins and Daisy Collins. Victim ages 37, 34. Cause of death, gunshot, self-inflicted / strangulation. Oh. No, the gunshot can't be relevant, right? Because this is his mom's death. And he wouldn't have been the guy who killed that guy. Police were notified after a neighbor heard shouting and general commotion from the Collins apartment. Upon arrival, they found Daisy Collins in the living room with clear signs of strangulation. In the bedroom, they found Liam Collins, the apparent victim of self-inflicted gunshot to the head. Searching the rest of the apartment, officers found a young child aged approximately 4 years old hiding in a closet. The child did not respond to questions and was visibly upset. Detective Lester Barnett conducted an investigation and determined that Liam Collins attacked his wife, likely under the influence of alcohol, and accidentally caused her death. Upon realizing what he had done, he used his own pistol to take his life. The child had been taken into police custody and is awaiting transfer to an orphanage if no next of kin is located.
Perhaps it's time to ask about him at the docks.
Oh. Okay, listen, I really like this game. I like this game a lot. It is not above criticism. I don't know why I couldn't have asked about a guy named Samuel at the docks. I mean, at the very least, I feel like the game should give me the option to ask the, one man at the docks, do you know a guy named Samuel who's super suspicious and knows a lot about flowers? And if the game simply tells me no, that's fine. But, I've tried going to the docks multiple times to ask about Samuel because it's the apparent lead, and the game's just like, nah, idiot. Don't be stupid. Don't be a dingbat and pull a bonehead move like asking about Samuel at the docks. Yikes forever. Collectively, we sort of did it, chat. Hooray. The docks. I'm gonna save aggressively because I don't know what's going to happen in this game.
You again? What do you need?
Why does this work this way? Why do I knock on a door and then it comes out like it's laughing? A show that almost no one in chat knows?
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
Samuel Collins.
Do you know a man named Samuel Collins?
Yes, I do. He's one of my workers.
May I arrest him?
Is he working today?
No, it's his day off. Why do you ask?
I'm very interested in speaking with him. Could you tell me where I can find him?
You remember that show? Oh, thank God. At least one person in chat knows the reference. Used to watch it with your grandma. That's nice. I've seen very little of it. I know a lot of, the sort of cultural weirdness of it. Of, the windows and the people, improving kind of raunchy comedy, shouting at one another or whatever. But I haven't seen much of it.
I don't just give out information on my men to strangers. What reason do you have for wanting to speak with him?
Well, he is literally the Justice Killer. Does that help?
I believe he may be involved in some serious crimes.
I do suspect him of serious crimes.
Is that right? And what are these serious crimes, exactly?
Murder. A series of them, in fact. This is interesting. This option here feels like it could mean one of two things. It feels like it could either mean that there's an alternate path that gets you the name Samuel Collins. And if you come here and you haven't confirmed that he's the Justice Killer, then, maybe you simply don't have the option to say he's the Justice Killer, even if you come here and have this conversation. The other option would be that I'm meant to infer that this guy will either be more helpful or take me more seriously if I lie about what I suspect him of doing. Now, if I recall, and I don't, to be clear, I do not, I feel like this guy is, all business. So it's possible that saying that he's stealing from this guy will make him upset and want to catch him. But maybe I'm just supposed to tell him that he's an actual serial killer? I like this choice theory, but it brings me anxiety. Yeah, Rowan and Martin's laughing. For some reason, I've mostly heard it spoken and not seen it written. So, like, I always doubt myself when I'm like, Rowan's not a real name that people have. It's like Burley Cause. It's fictional. But, like, you both know what I mean, right? Like, when I say he just pops out of a window, like, Rowan and Martin's laughing, like, that definitely just happened, right? Look, I did just save, and I've already, like, scum-loaded at least one save. Two, arguably, depending on your point of view. I'm just gonna tell him I think he's the Justice Killer, and we'll see how that goes.
I believe Samuel's the Justice Killer.
What? That's absolutely preposterous.
Yeah, I kind of thought
You've
that might
got
be true.
quite some imagination, sir. And here I thought you were serious.
About Sam?
Yes? What about him? You've made a rather lofty accusation.
I think he's stealing from you.
I believe he's stealing money from you and your business.
What? Do you have proof of this?
No, I guess I don't.
Stop wasting my...
Let me try the third
About
one.
Samuel?
Yes? What about him?
I believe...
What? From who?
The Hanbrook Flower Shop. He stole several orders of Easter lilies.
Oh, that is technically true.
The Hanbrook Flower Shop? They're not one of my customers. I only sell to wholesalers.
A minor detail. The point remains that your man's a burglar.
That's quite a serious claim. What proof do you have?
I mean, he made my dead partner haunt me forever.
You can hear it straight from the man who works at the shop that was burgled.
Oh, right, he's like 10 feet away.
Well, where is he then?
He's like right over there. I like that for some reason the game doesn't punish me at all for any of those
Excuse me, Mr.
choices.
Hastings?
What is it, Detective? As I said, I'm rather busy.
I was wondering if you might help me with something. Could you please tell the shipping manager over there about the burglaries at your flower shop?
Certainly.
Go ahead, Mr. Hastings.
Right. It all started around 5 months ago.
Fade to black.
And he didn't come around again after that night.
Thank you, Mr. Hastings. That'll do. Now are you convinced?
Fine. I hate to lose two of my men in such a short amount of time. But if he's done wrong, I can't just stand by. Samuel lives in Chumley, at 210 Abattoir Row.
An address!
Thank you, sir. You may have just saved several lives.
But I'm going to have to spend several crowns in order to get things back to normal.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Now, if you'll excuse me...
Wait, what just happened? Yeah, something weird. I mean, he's a suspect, that's for sure. But, like, what changed? Apprehend him at his home. But there's still more to learn about McDonough. I mean, like, the last time I didn't hit all the checkpoint stuff, there was, like, a whole other crime involved with something that was going on. And it's been the case that, like, the first suspect found in every previous case was, like, not it. But, boy, would it be wild if all of this stuff could be true and implicate him as the Justice Killer and that not, like, actually be the solution. But, like, what am I missing?
No time to wait. Looks pretty fresh.
Is the thing that I'm missing, like, proving that this case is, like, a frame job?
Nothing but a bunch of boring documents. You'd think he could have at least been considerate enough to keep something scandalous in here. The former purse of...
But how would I get that information? There's just, like, nothing new to do here or at his house. Does it have something to do with that other name? Shackleford? Shackley? T. Shackley?
No signs of forced entry that I...
No. I mean, it's
Hello
maybe
again, Mr. Fordham.
Probably...
Maybe it's something that I could only be able to do after apprehending the guy, but like, it seems unlikely. The thing is, I don't know what happens if I go to try and apprehend him. Maybe he just like gets away or kills me or something. But like, he is the Justice Killer. He's like literally the Justice Killer. I just don't know that he killed this guy in particular. There's like really nothing else, right? It's like apprehend him or go to these 2 places where I can't do anything. Interesting choice of phrase here. It's time to track down the Justice Killer and bring him to justice. I don't feel like that's meant to be a joke, and yet here... Oh, wait a minute. That stupid piece of paper. What do I do about the stupid piece of paper? Because I can't... It's not like a real inventory item, because this game doesn't have a real inventory. It has a pretend inventory. It's like the only thing I haven't accounted for. But, like, I've talked to, like, everyone. Like, what would I do to learn more about the blank piece of paper on his person? We don't, like, know anyone who, like, knows about coded messages or anything, right? I want to just make a quick round. See if I can, like, learn... Like, I've talked to, like, everyone. I don't know where I would trigger something about this paper.
Completely ruined. This place sure... He seems rather upset over the current circumstances. Just another unmarked...
Now that I've looked at his locker, it's an unmarked cabinet. Funny. Why is there a number 1 written on this paper, by the way? I mean, in another adventure game, I might be able to, like, hold the paper up to, like, the furnace or something and cause, like, a secret message to appear in lemon juice or some garbage. Like, this game doesn't have an infrastructure for that.
We've exhausted... I think we're good. I'm guessing this...
It's nothing...
It's kind of sad that Lily kept that letter all these years. Nice scarf, impressively cleaned. A cheap ring. These don't... No lilies? Seems like a missed opportunity. That's a nice lock.
Bothers me. Like, I feel like there should definitely be something to do. It also feels weird that, like, the medical examiner guy is just, like, such a non-resource. What happens if I talk to Snelling right now? Like, nothing?
No need to...
Might as well, but I'm really not gonna get anything from here.
Huh, they seem to be making pretty decent progress. I don't think there's... I wonder if it would be any fun to tie yourself to that thing and go for a few spins.
I feel like no? Maybe just me, though. I guess I'll go arrest him, I don't know.
Samuel Collins?
Yes?
I'm Terrence Shackley from the Labor Department. I wanted to ask you some questions about your employer at the docks.
Oh, of course. Please come in. I'm sorry, what did you say your name was?
Terrence Shackley? But it's not my real name. I just used it to get into your apartment. I believe you did something similar at the Houses of Parliament with Mr. McDonough.
So, you're Fordham, the one who was snooping around at the Gilded Lily.
How does he already know that? How does he know that?
Indeed. We meet again, Mr. Collins.
Of course. The rooftop. I'm sorry about what happened to your partner. It wasn't my intent for him to die.
I mean, you literally held him hostage.
Oh, he's sorry, is he? Is that supposed to make things better?
I suppose this encounter was inevitable. But I admit I didn't think it would be this soon. So, you're here to arrest me.
Why do I have an option here? So hang on. He more or less just admitted that he did kill this guy. So that tells me that... I mean, he must just fit the profile and we don't know anything about it because the game wouldn't let us ask any questions. Maybe I goofed up interrogating his wife or something at some point, I don't know. I mean, like, I want to arrest him, right? Like, what, like... Is it supposed to be a thing where I'm so mad that he killed Bill that, like, I choose to kill him myself or something? Or is it that I'm supposed to, like, somehow, like, get more like, what information would I need from this guy? Like, don't I just want to arrest him? This seems weird to me. It's the notion that I would want to, like, lull him into a false sense of security by, like, not trying to just openly arrest him or something along those lines.
That's right. Samuel Collins, I'm placing you under arrest for the murders of Percival McDonough, Burley Cause, Ennis Bowditch, Hannibal Kirkland, and Reggie Willingham.
I told you once already, Mr. Fordham. I'm not going to jail. Every one of those men deserved what they got.
Well, that definitely confirms that he killed all them guys. I mean, I know why he says that. Because he thinks they're all violent men. I don't really like any of these options. I'm gonna let him talk, I think.
Why do you say that? None of those men killed anyone.
No. What they did was far worse. Inexcusable. Unforgivable. I had to make sure justice was done.
I understand why you killed them, but that doesn't make it right. I refuse to play party to this vengeance for Bill narrative.
I understand your reasons, but that doesn't mean your actions were justified. You need to pay for your crimes, one way or another.
My crimes? What about theirs? If not for me, they would have gotten away with them.
There are other ways of upholding justice, Collins. Ways that don't involve mass murder.
The system is broken. Criminals get away all the time. You know that.
Only too well.
But you comprehend my situation. You understand my reasons for doing what I do.
Understanding is not the same as approval.
But it is the first step.
Is this bastard really suggesting what I think he is?
All I ask is that you allow me to continue my work in peace.
You asked me to look the other way once before, and I refused.
Yes, and it cost your partner's life.
Well, this time it's just you and me, and I'm still not going to let you off.
It's interesting that there were so many decisions leading up to this point, and yet this isn't one of them.
You're out of your mind if you think I'm going to just let you keep killing.
Damn right, Miles. This has to end.
Then you leave me no choice.
Fordham, are you all right?
What just happened? How did Snelling know where we were? We didn't have an option to tell him.
Yes, I'm fine.
Also, why is it that we were caught off guard by that? Isn't that exactly what we would have expected?
Thank God you're a better shot than I was.
So, this is our justice killer?
That's right.
I suppose congratulations are in order. You did well in finding him.
Oh, no. Wait a minute. Wait, no. He knew about the justice killer, right? That's why the police work was so, like, heinously bad?
Thank you, Chief Snelling. I'm glad we were finally able to work together.
Is he gonna kill me?
Yes. Well, I'm glad you weren't so brash as to confront him without notifying me first.
Wait, what? Did that happen? Was I here for that?
Perhaps there is hope for you yet. Now then, I'll go get the other officers so we can lock down the scene and remove the body. Wait here.
Quite a night, hey, Bill?
Hey, Cotillion. How's it going? I'm concerned.
Bill?
We got rid of Bill!
Are you there?
Yikes forever.
We did it! We got the good end. We killed Bill. Again. We redeaded him.
It's good of you to do this, Miles. Do you need some time alone?
If you wouldn't mind.
All right. I'll wait for you over by the sycamores.
So, it's finally over. I have to admit, it's been strange not hearing you all the time anymore. Never in a million years did I think I would actually miss it. But the important thing is you've moved on, and I got what I was looking for. I'm starting up my own private detective agency, you know?
That's fun. I'm glad that he didn't just end up back at the police force, even though he's overqualified for what they need. Like, it's nice that he is able to keep working for himself because he's sort of better than the system.
Addie and Upton are going to be my partners.
Oh, that's fun. And that also makes sense because Upton got fired because she was also trying to fix the system.
It should be interesting, to say the least.
What do you think Addie's gonna do? She doesn't have, like, criminal experience. I mean, I guess she could be, like, receptionist, but I feel like I don't want to assume that.
Oh, that reminds me. I brought you a little something.
Is it his hat?
It's not much, but I thought you might appreciate it.
I really thought it was gonna be his hat.
Thank you for all your help, Bill. I truly would have been lost without it.
Well, I wouldn't go that far. Goodbye, old friend. Rest in peace, Bill. Bill, wake up. Your grave is on fire. If I remember correctly, I think that this is a callback to our first dialogue choice in the game. Also, Bill would probably appreciate me making a bad joke, because he loves them so much. But I'm definitely gonna do it, because the other ones are just a little too respectful.
Bill, wake up! Your grave is on fire! Well, I thought it was funny. Goodbye, old friend.
I got an inside joke achievement.
I love you.
That's quite good. Perfect Run! We got an achievement called Perfect Run! What a good game. This game was on my to-do list for like so long. Like, I think I bought it like a year ago and then like did nothing for a really long time. I'm just gonna let it run. I might get content ID'd or whatever, but like my channel's not even monetized, who cares? Yeah, so like the first case is like a little rough. And like my only like real criticisms of the game, other than like the obvious stuff of like there were a few like nitpicky things of like weird like logic gates preventing you from, no, you know what, it's really loud. If anything comes up after the credits, I'll let you know. It's just, I don't want to compete with that. No, it's still there, because it's... I guess there's no way around that then, huh? Well, I guess we'll just listen to the music here on this screen with Big Vasco. But yeah, like, other than, like, nitpicky stuff like that, where it's like, yeah, some of the stuff I feel like could have been just, like, less obtuse or whatever, but, like, the puzzles were really good. Like, it's honestly been quite a long time since I played like a new adventure game that like had puzzles that didn't feel like super derivative or completely obtuse and like moon logic-y at every turn. But like these cases are really well written. There's like different like plausible suspects and like fake leads and like red herrings, and it's all just so interesting. It's just so well done. I mean, like, honestly, like, these days, even just, like, the majority of, like, mystery stories I come across are, like, not great. They're either, like, too obvious or, like, complete nonsense. But, like, it's just weird for me on, like, every level. And Bill is a problem. But, I'm gonna even give some credit there. Because I feel like there's actually something a little bit charming about the fact that Bill is so terrible. And, like, when you finally, like, solve the case and, like, find his killer, and, like, the voice goes away, like, there's an earned sense of, like, I really didn't think that I'd miss hearing you, but I kinda do. And, like, it led to, like, a genuinely kind of, like, touching moment at the end there. Like, I'm not a Bill fan, but, like, I thought it was really well done. That, like, bit at the grave. Like, that was great. This game is awesome. Like, it does such a good job of, like, paying homage to, like, the classic era of adventure games, and yet being modern. And, like, very few games actually pull off both. They either, like, feel like they're trying so hard to be from, like, the late 80s, early 90s, that, like, they don't pay attention to, like, more modern innovations in, like, mechanics or storytelling or whatnot. Or, like, they just, like, don't really nail the aesthetic, but, like, this does both really well. Maybe it's Stockholm Syndrome. I mean, like, I think there's some amount of that for Miles. But, like, it's so interesting that even stuff like I like that there's, like, puzzles that have alternate solutions. I don't know how many of them really work that way. And even though, like, it might be frustrating to, like, some people, and even though I, like, scum saved a few times, like, I think there's something really interesting about the fact that, like, you could just get the wrong culprit, you can determine that, like, every case is unsolvable, you can, you know, there's alternate ways to get that guy kicked out of the bar. In this case, you can either, like, do it from your own learned experience, or you can, like, trick him into, like, doing something shady, which is, like, so classic adventure game. Like, it just... This game wasn't what I expected it to be when I started, and I was a little disappointed because it gave the impression it would be, like, spooky and atmospheric, and it just didn't work out to be the right fit for Halloween when I wanted to play it. But, like, in, like, every other way, it's been a home run. It's so great. Like, it's the most innovative adventure game in like 2 decades or something, and I'm shocked that I don't hear more about it. I got bonus content. I don't know if it's any good. Post-credit scene? The Avengers? The Lamplight City Avengers? What? Oh, bonus. Bloopers? Oh my goodness. Hey chat, we got like an hour. Do you want to watch like a bunch of bloopers? Is Bill eating shawarma? It might be.
Dearest?
Hold on, sorry.
Oh. I'm sad that they're not dubbed over the game. But I feel like I still want to go through at least some of these.
In the middle, see?
God, this bird's annoying.
That's pretty fun. Andy has trouble with an unwelcome pirate. What?
Cormac's just going to pop inside for a quick putt. God damn it, Barbosa! Get out of me!
The only hotel that comes to mind is the Ballston Arms in Jesus Christ. But all the victims have been men in Chomsky. Chumley! Shut up! Chumley. That is my new least favorite word. But all the victims have been men in damn it. Chumley. A woman in the Chumley. I hate Chumley so much.
I wouldn't necessarily expect just the raw audio to be fun, but I mean, as someone who has like an interest in voice acting, I do find that pretty interesting. Just like people struggling with the takes, and also other people looking at this word and being like, that's not correct. I know what you're saying, and I know that's wrong.
Come on, there's not a moment to lose. Sorry, I just wanted to make him feel like I'm excited.
That's fine. He is excited.
How can you tell the difference between an alligator and a crocodile?
How?
One will see you later, and the other will see you in a while.
You're fired.
You're going to retell that joke, though.
I am.
You know you are.
So, this leads me to think that maybe Bill isn't funny because they let the voice actor maybe do the humor? I don't know. We'll see. I don't know.
Mr. Fordham, you mentioned you value discretion. I ask you to please exercise some now. But clearly the drummer next door doesn't value discretion.
Speaking of discretion, a drum set. That's awesome. Hello, madam. My name's File. Wow, man. Files Mortem, and I'm a Ivat Investigator. Sorry, hold on 2 seconds here.
What? Ruby the LeBron James of prostitutes? That's a new one. Hashtag brand new sentence.
Pretty soon it'll be debutante. I hate Gascon Grand Dames. It's okay. It's all in my brain. Okay.
Can we do that whole thing again?
Sure.
Is that right, the way you want it, or is it stupid? That's the way I do it.
It's fantastic.
Okay.
It's nowhere near stupid.
Okay.
All right.
Uh-huh.
She's the LeBron James of the prostitutes. Got it. Cool.
That's quite the distinction.
Who knows? Maybe someday I'll have me hand back. It's like a pirate. Have me hand back. Arr. Aye, matey. No more.
Hello. I am Guy Dumas, the female servant at the Dupré Manor.
Let's go with that.
So this is the case for Monsieur Pig. It was you, Guy Dumas.
No, it didn't occur to me that the cake and that had to be the most difficult thing I've ever done. like I just don't even know what happened.
Revealing the source for names. I would like to think that that's someone explaining why this city is like 4 different cities, but I don't think that's what we're gonna get.
I thought it was funny. I don't care, you two pixies, out the door, through the window. Oh, it's been so long. I remember a hot rum punch. No, not nearly cold enough for that, nearly cold enough. Mulled wine, easy on the cinnamon. Off with you, my good man.
How is it possible that even Bill's outtakes are less funny than the other ones? I'm not trying to be mean, I just am. I'm sorry.
Burly Cause. Burly Cause.
All these names were generated with the internet Victorian name.
Oh, really?
Is that
That's
true?
awesome. Okay.
Oh, that is fun. We did actually get the literal fact I didn't think we would get.
It's already had a negative effect on your performance.
My God, Bill, every time. Even from beyond the grave.
I thought we was friends.
China?
Oh, that was my secret to tell, not hers. I thought we were friends.
See, this is why you can never go to the UK.
I know. Oh, forget it. On duty? On duty. On duty. Duty.
On duty. That's the line. Okay.
On duty? What are you, a cop? On duty. Look who's on duty.
What is happening? I do not
You
know.
police officer on duty?
I don't know what line that's supposed to be
Somebody's
coming
on
from.
duty. On duty? What are you, a cop?
Like, most of these I have at least a little context for where in the game they fit in. I don't know what line that's, like, riffing on. Good thing Deco's not here. She would hate the British voices. I mean, how much did she hate the normal ones in the game? Some of them were tolerable and some of them weren't.
I see Chumley coming, and it's like, wow, that can't be how that. Yeah. Okay. The pronunciation, I love the fact that it's pronounced that way. I can't wait to see people try and like read that and freak out when they see it. All right.
Everyone has so far.
Yeah, because my God, look at
It's just you're the lucky one that gets to say it the most.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, get away from me, you horrid man. You smell like rotten cheese.
Are those the lines? No.
Almost.
I've got some nuts for you. Oh, how do you like this little acorn? Is this? Oh, this one has your name on it. Oh, and this one has your name on it. Oh, you little darlings. Oh, yes. Give me your little squirrely hugs. Oh, you little sweetie pies. Oh, I love you so.
Really hard on that line read, but I still respect it.
Excuse me. Had a bit too much chili for lunch.
Yeah, brother. Well, it hasn't been easy, my brother, you know, and, no. Hey, brother, where the bitches at, brother? Yeah. Come on now, we at the Ruined Coffee House, man.
I'm excited for Shelley realizes her character is awful.
It's nice to know someone like you can appreciate some of the finer points of culture. Oh, God, she's a horrible person. For God's sakes.
Well, she gets schooled in this.
Good.
Opium is one hell of a drug. Cocaine is one hell of a drug. What did the five fingers say to the face? Smack! I'm Rick James, bitch!
I really do get the impression that maybe Bill, like, actually just made Bill unfunny.
You've run out of dialogue options. Move along. This ain't my first rodeo.
I like that one a lot. That woman does know how adventure game works.
And it says here they still don't know what caused that brewery. This word. Oh, no. Okay. And it says here they still don't know what caused that brewery explosion. Oh, no. Can I punch brewery? Oh, no. It's literally...
We can get rid of brewery if
It's literally my whole life. That word. I love Heartland Brewery, but...
If it makes you feel better, I can't say Silly.
Yay! Okay, it does. It does. It makes me feel like I'm not such a. Like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Auxiliary is like a word a lot of people struggle with, I think. Brewery is an awkward word. I don't know if it affects as many people. I did know one of my close friends in high school couldn't say the word breakfast. She would add an extra R and call it breakfast. It upset her very much.
Actually, I think someone's knocking at the door. Who can it be knocking at my door? Go away. Don't come around here no more. Aha! Ha! Aha! 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 Saying aha is so weird.
Some of those were fun. I appreciate that they added this. It also just gives me a sense that, like, people really had fun making this game, which is, like, a nice thing to know. Especially when it's a game that I hold in high esteem. Oh, it's like an actual map, which I think I literally requested more than once. So Lorraine is... okay. I had assumed that Lorraine was supposed to be like France, but that is not true. And New Holland is New England, which I also wouldn't have guessed. Oh, and like it literally tells us where New Britannia is, but I'm so bad at geography I only vaguely know. Chumley is evil. Chumley is evil, that is true. Also, welcome, Deliciel. That's fun to say. We're going through the unlocked bonus features because we just finished playing Lamplight City, which is an excellent game if you haven't already played it. I don't know if you're joining because you already know the game or if you were thinking of picking it up, but it's an excellent game. I heartily give this a 10 out of 10, and regulars in chat know that I don't do that almost ever because I dislike things. I do, however, want to turn the music down. Oh, that's right. The main screen doesn't, like, remember your volume settings. It's one of the few things that does, bug me a little bit. Alright, that should be fine. Back to bonus. You worked on it! Oh, that's... I love... One of the coolest things about streaming indie games is that, like, sometimes the developers just show up. This game is great. Thank you for making it. This game has been a bright spot in my year. I'm a big fan of adventure games, and this is truly one of the best I've played in a very long time, and I'm very excited about it. Thank you, Deliciel, and I appreciate you dropping by, and I want to check out more concept art. Yeah, so this is our first case. The Dupre Manor with one of my favorites, the parrot. The University Greenhouse. Is there an important item here? Remember that. Maybe mostly talk to the daughter. Man, the names of the early cases are just gone from my memory at this point. The Cholmondeley Vista. Chumley is in fact evil. I was having a lot of fun just deliberately mispronouncing it. Voice not dev. Oh, sweet. Wait, which character did you voice? I should probably know by having just watched the credits, but I was talking about how much I love the game. Yeah, this stuff's cool. Like, this, like... There were a couple times where I did stop and just, like, look at the art, but, like... there is really good art in this game. It's very... I like that it's kind of... Like, impressionist isn't the right word, but I don't have a great vocabulary for art. But I like that it just evokes, like, the feeling of the steampunk time. Oh, the bridge. Is this the bridge that they were building at that one site towards the end? Can't gift a sub. You can't gift a sub because Angel already did. Got you so good. Also, thank you, Angel, for doing that. Enjoy this. Upton. Oh, Upton's like my favorite character. That's so cool. That's so cool. You did such great work in this game for real. I love your character. You brought her to life so much. That's so exciting to me. Victorian bar. Is this is supposed to be the Angel Bar, right? Where you like talk to the bartender about like your life and your wife and the life that you have with your wife? I mean, it's the same bar. They both kind of have attributes of the final thing. Have you worked in any other games? I would love to check them out if you have. Because, like, for real, huge fan of your work. The Fallen Angel. I think this was art in the background up close. I guess it makes sense, the Fallen Angel is a little grisly. The first version of Miles' portrait. Interesting, he's like not disheveled enough, and they totally fixed that. Yeah, I would love a sequel of this game. I would like play it instantly. I'd like pre-order that stuff, and I don't really do that anymore. I've gotten burned a few times, but I would totally do it. Street scene imitating John Atkinson Grimshaw. I don't know. I assume that's an artist, like a visual artist, who maybe like worked in like the actual Victorian era or something. Spooky house. Wait, what was the spooky house? Rosewater's upcoming and is like kind of a sequel. Such exciting news. I will need to keep an eye out for that and Google it immediately after the stream for sure. Apartment exterior. I mean, obviously this is concept art, so like not all of this necessarily made it into the game. A lot of this is like literally in there. I don't know what spooky house would have been. Maybe it's supposed to be like an early version of the Ghost Society, where you like talk to the spirit medium lady. Also, that was so like she really just was like a charlatan, because like the newspaper said she got arrested for that, and I don't know, I just didn't get that vibe from her. Fordham's apartment original concept. Ooh, I kind of like the original version of the apartment. That's fun. I do. Some of these were goofy, but I like the foreground objects. It has a demo, so that's like relatively soon. At least in theory. Apartment interior. I mean, it has birdcage, but I'm skeptical that this is supposed to be where the parrot lived. It also has, like, the foreground chess set, which was, like, later used in the Silent Raven bar. Rare bookshop. I mean, that's just, as far as I know, that's not in the game, but I might have just missed that. But, like, this is also cool. And then we're back to start. Oh, man. So much fun. Thank you for being a part of this game. You really contributed a lot, for real. I know I'm gushing, but like legitimately, I would say that Upton was my favorite character in this, and your line reads were excellent, and I'm just a big fan. Love it. Yeah, feel free to let people know that a random guy on the internet says this game is a 10 out of 10, and he loves it. That's fine. Okay, so normally I would stream for like another like 40 minutes. I honestly expected to like not be able to finish that case, and now I'm not totally sure what to do with my life. Do you have any ideas, chat, on what we can do? Because it's my last stream of the year, so we should do something. I mean, we could play like Auto Pet. What do I have? I don't really want to do Murder by Numbers, even though I could like in theory do that. I have such like random stuff like left like on my desktop. Not like a lot of this isn't. Download and play demo. We could. We'd run the risk of some technical issues. Turn to Monkey Island. I definitely don't want to start like a brand new like long-term game at the end of a stream unannounced. Like then people might feel left out. I could go get Alcadias' present. He sent me something. Maybe you can decide amongst yourselves what we can do. I got Dicey Dungeons, I got Dorfromantik, I got Auto Pets. Could try the demo. I might break the universe. Okay. I'm gonna leave you with Lamplight City ambient music and see if I can sort this out. Give me a minute. Okay, I'm back. Just here, they sent it to the door. They've been really good about that this season. I need to hold it this way. I started opening it just to make sure it wasn't like super stuck, but I don't know what's in here. Alcadias sent me something. It's literally arrived since the start of the stream. It wasn't here before and it's here now. Oh my... I think I understand what this is. I need scissors. I'm not gonna put you on hold. Just give me a second. Okay, I'm back again. It's a big octopus. And it's actually really funny, because big T-turtle reversible octopus is like maybe their most famous reversible. You may be most familiar with these reversible narwhals I've had forever. I didn't know they made big ones, but literally earlier today, I saw a car that had a little one on it, and I'm like, oh, those are so cute. Maybe I should consider getting like regular size one. But now I have this one, and I'm gonna have to wear it in a little bit. So they're both upset. It's either like kind of angry or like you did something to upset it. Thank you so much, Alcadias. This is great. I love it. I love it a lot. This is extremely thoughtful and good. He's angry and squishy. He is both. He's very good. Yeah, my stream is known for having lots of soft things, and now I have a big, soft, angry octopus. Angry red or rage black. That's a good dichotomy that well represents how I usually feel playing games on stream. Speaking of, while I was gone, did anyone decide what we were playing? I see a vote for Dorf. Do we wanna, maybe we do wanna do the demo. Okay, downloading something while streaming does sound like an extremely terrible idea, but we can try. I'm already nervous. Okay, it's called Rosewater. Rosewater demo free. I should put my headphones on to know if we're capturing some weird desktop audio at some point. Oh my god. Oh, this trailer like immediately looks good. Oh, good. Okay, hold on. Gonna close Lamplight. Can I, on the fly, figure out how to capture a region, which I don't normally do? It's so against my better judgment to do these things. I would need I could do a new source. New source. Not display capture. Do I want display capture? Maybe I can do window capture. Does that work? Window capture Steam? Everyone loves troubleshooting. Oh, right, like I have an actual Steam source. Steam shop? Okay, it's not exactly what I want, but that's close-ish. Why is it weird and bad, though? Capture method automatic? Nope, none of those. Okay, hold on. No, it's like not actually, it's like capturing the window, but not like that's not right. Why is it not capturing like the only part of the window I want and like only every other part of the window? What's that about? I want to, like, show the trailer. But I'm, like, too technically incompetent for that. Hold on. Remove Steam Shop? Yes. I mean, okay. So I can... Should be possible. This is embarrassing. I've made decisions. Okay, bring this up. Pause. No, I think I got it. I think I got it. Give me a second. Here, I'm gonna move chat. I'm moving you over here.
I don't need a map to get to Bone Town.
Okay, I don't need a map to get to Bone Town, but I do definitely need a map to, like, make this work because I'm very not good. Listen, I like to pretend that I know how to stream, but, like, truthfully, no one knows how to stream. It's all sorcery. You know this to be true. Display capture. TV.
Yaks forever.
New scene TV. Yes. That's close enough. Okay, that's close enough. Well, it's sized extremely heinously.
Picture an egg.
Actually, hold on. If I go back to, like, here, and then I add the same thing, display capture, add existing TV. At least I have, like, a little window already on here, and then if I resize it, you can see me in it. See, this is actually a really brilliant use of my time because I'm, like, kind of vamping. And I need this to exist. Where do I need this to exist? Above logo below me? Where is it currently? I'll put it at the top. So I need it, like, here. Okay. Okay. Wait for it. Hold on. Wait. Unmute. Full screen. That resolution is good. There it is.
Tell me, what is it you want out of life?
That's a little too loud.
Fortune, glory, the thrill of adventure. I'm offering you a chance at all three. You just need to do me one small favor.
It has a train in it and everything. And, like, more animation.
You know? Clever, resourceful, maybe a little dangerous. I do hope that's accurate. The path won't be straightforward. You'll encounter obstacles along the way, perhaps even some other dangerous people. You'll need some help, but I assure you the rewards far outweigh the risks. You will be richer than you ever thought possible, if you can deliver.
So you kind of play as, like, a hired gun, maybe? That sounds really interesting. And, like, it looks like it branches out into, like, new mechanics and stuff, but, like, oh, that's cool. Yeah, like, the Western vibe is super cool. Let me hide this because I don't like capturing my displays because I don't trust myself not to do something extremely bad. And now I'm just gonna delete this one. Yes. Okay. It's Big Vasco again. Hi. I'm here with Big Hate Octopus. It makes me sad that they, like, put the squishy things in the vacuum sealed packages now. But if that's the way you get them, that's the way you get them, right? I'm super into it. Does it have a release, like a estimate on... I said that's so insane. Is there an estimate on when it might come out? Coming soon. Fair enough. That's fair. Wait. Where's the add to wish list? Done. Never used that feature. Okay. Back on this screen. So, the current time is 8:33. We have like a half hour-ish. We could do stuff. Yeah, that was embarrassing for me, but we got there in the end, right? That's what matters. Let's all agree that that's what matters. Is that I got it to work. Dwarf. We could do some dwarf. I don't know if I have it sized correctly. No. It also might cause like tremendous desync, to be honest. But we'll find out. I I don't feel good about it, but well, it's not having a total panic attack. Oh, please calm down for a second. Oh. Okay, it did something weird. We're probably gonna have to resize that live. Moo. Okay, we don't need this anymore, but I should fix that after making something capture that. I'll use this one. Capture dwarf. And then disappear. And then... Is that louder than that's supposed to be? I don't think I want this resolution. Give me like... That's probably fine for my purposes. And then I need to unlock it so I can resize it. But I actually want to do... something like that first, because it's loud. Does OBS have trouble doing things mid-stream? I think what it is like, if you start a game, it can like spike your CPU, and that can give trouble to OBS. In the past, I've had issues where if I start games mid-stream, it will like cause audio-visual desync, which I don't think happened, but you can let me know if it did. But fixing that is a huge pain in the butt, in the rear. And why have I lost complete focus on what I'm doing? Become big. Whoa, why is that not the correct... Why is that not the correct aspect ratio? Why is that not 16:9? What's happening there? Wait, literally why is that... Literally why? 220 by 1080. That's like norm... Why is it not 16:9? I mean, it's sort of a question of looks and sounds good, I guess. But why is it... But why is it not... Why is it not 16:9? Like it should be. Oh boy. You came here for troubleshooting, didn't you? Give me a second. I'm gonna change category. Alright, maybe that worked. I'm just gonna maybe leave it. I'm maybe just gonna leave it. Unless... 4K TV wouldn't... No, that's worse. That's not better, that's worse. Dude, I literally don't understand. I guess that's fine. Or maybe it's not. You love this. Is this your favorite part of the stream? Vote now. Text 1 to yes. Now it fits. What? Oh, OBS. Killing me. Killing me softly. And then I'll lock that down. And then I need to unlock this. Because I think I'm supposed... Hello? This is the right one, yeah? Oh, now it'll move. Because I think I'm supposed to be up here. Right? And then I should really delete TV. I don't think I want the TV source to live there. Sounds like some real OBS. I think that's why they call it that. I think that's where the name comes from. Anyway, I guess I fixed it now. I guess. Oh, did it? Yeah, it resized itself. Dude? Dude? This is all in my, like, one continuous unedited stream that I'm, like, definitely just re-uploading. I don't have time to fix this. What source did I use? I used Bonetown. Okay. Oh my god. What was the other game that was doing this? This is the worst thing that a game can do. Is, like, change its own dimensions, like, after the fact. I love it. Mm. Mm. I don't... I move it back to the middle. Can I get it to can I like force it to act nice? I don't think so. Oh, I hate it so much. Alright, well there's a little bit of black at the bottom because I give up. Great. Wait, what mode are we on? Classic mode. That's the one I want, right? I think I want that. Oh wait, hang on. I want... Here, Bonetown. Migrate up here. And then become visible. Look, I got you a little strip of purple for Christmas, everyone. I hope you like it. Now lock Bonetown. Okay, now we're dwarfing the feud. We're playing the dwarf. And the literal first tile is a train. So, I mean... Everything's coming up. Millhouse. I don't know why that happened, but I got Midwinter and several achievements. Glad I turned the master down, although it does seem to have just completely forgotten what my audio settings were from the last time I played this, which was like 3 months ago. Are we good now? Okay, great. Well, the second tile is river. Wait, what is happening? For Christmas, did Dorfromantik get me, like, tiles that are only rivers and trains? Because the first tile was a railroad tile with a train on it, and then a river, and then another train, and then a river with a boat on it. Like, did I do something wrong? Or is this just, like, statistically incredibly improbable? You guys are much too nice that you're, like, fading appreciation for the little strip of purple from the fact that I just absolutely gave up on trying to fix the aspect ratio because it was resizing itself while it was open, which is, like, my new, like, least favorite thing a video game can do. That's so funny. Like, this definitely tells you something about the way this game is made. That, like, the second train in line can move because there's railway in front of it, but the second one can't because there isn't. Yeah, I think I want this turn here so that the river can do whatever the river's gonna do. It is insane that the first, like, 4 tiles of this game were, like, train, boat, river. Like, what are the odds of that? Like, negligible? Wow, this winter biome is wild. It's very frosty. Dude, I have, like, no place to put this because of all this river. I don't know, just connect the trees. It's fine. The field looks more like a frozen lake than anything. So does anyone have any closing remarks about this game? Oh, hey, earlier this week I figured out how to do chapters on YouTube, and now it's good that I did that because I'm gonna need to put some chapters in the YouTube video for this. Sure. Maybe? Background changed color because I moved it a little bit. I like the way that looks, even though that's not good for points. I guess I want this here. And then I'll put the trees here and maybe build the houses out down south. Do I need to explain what I'm doing for anyone on the future YouTube? Hi, it's me, Vasco. We're playing Dorfromantik. Dorfromantik is a game where you make a idyllic countryside out of hexagons that are randomly generated with little bits of environment on them. I could probably zoom a little. The holy grail of this game is to get trains, which we were immediately given. So now we have trains. I need a little bit more railway, which is coming up, and then both of the trains can move. There's also a tiny boat. If you have any questions, direct them to me, care of chat. Very a vibes game. Yes, it's all like ambient music and fun environmental sounds, and just it's a lot of fun. I recommend this game a lot. It's like available for like $10 on Steam, and the joke is that I always say that, even though I haven't checked to make sure that it's still $10. It's a big windmill. But yeah, like basically you're just trying to like, you get these little quests that tell you like where to, like if you build out in certain ways, you get rewarded more tiles so that you can build like a bigger countryside, and you get more points. And then if you get the most points, you're obviously the coolest person ever to play the game. And you can like unlock different like appearances, like this winter thing I apparently just unlocked by turning the game on again for the first time in 3 months. And now both of my trains can move, and I'm having a really good day, so what can I tell you? Guess I'm gonna put this here so that I can connect to the no, I don't need to connect to the forest. I'm gonna put this over here because I don't need to connect to the forest. Cool. And then I'll connect the forest over here because I need to connect to the forest. And then how about a little river action over here? Yeah, maybe I can connect those houses together if I care. But yeah, this is a very relaxing game if you're into games. What I like about Dorfromantik is, like, first off, it's just cute and it has great music. But, like, it sort of functions like you can just kind of, like, put tiles wherever you want and just, like, make it look cool. They even have, like, a creative mode now where, like, you don't even really work for points. You just, like, make a cool thing. But, like, there's also, like, a level of strategy where you can, like, plan things so you get, like, the most number of matching sides and it increases your score and stuff. So, like, it not only, like, it scales to, like, your mood of, like, how much you want to care about the game you're playing, but, like, it can do that, like, mid-game. You can just, like, start off trying really hard and you're like, nah, I'm just gonna put a bunch of fields over here. I don't care anymore. Getting a lot of trees. Need to be careful about the fact that the railway goes up here. Guess I'll just keep building the trees out. Want that here? I think I want that. I think I want the field facing that way. I feel like I want this. Alternatively, that's not extremely useful. I can point it this way, but I kind of want the houses to go there. I guess since I want the houses to go there, I maybe don't. I maybe want to point the trains, like, away from going directly there. Sure, that's fine. Another boat. Man, what an extremely generous seed for this game. Also, this one has trees that can connect to those trees. That sounds fun. Those like those. I really like the colors of the winter biome. It's new to me, but it looks really nice. Oh, they upgraded the edges again. So the last time I played this, it would, like, tell you if stuff was perfect. And now it highlights stuff in, like, red or orange if, like, it doesn't match nice. Which I somehow am only just noticing. It's interesting. I like the way that looks, though. Yeah, like that, I think. I'll build this here. I like the idea of connecting the trees across, like, the backside of this river. I'm gonna face this windmill directly at us. You can rotate, but I kind of tend not to do that. It's pretty good. Perfect tile. Now I want to build the trees out that way, so I shouldn't curve the river up. Does this work the way I want it to at all? No, I'll sort of put it directly. Well, look, this isn't a perfect tile. Luckily, what are my quests? I should, like, move me a little bit so you can at least see those, even though I don't know if anyone will know what those mean just by looking at their little icons. So here's me. Grab box. Move box? That's more like it. So, perfectionist is just, like, do more perfect tiles. Overachievers get more points. And Questmaster is do more quests. So, like, none of these are, like, super... I have to think really hard about them or anything. So, my thought process, now that I've taken a look at that, is, like, this isn't a perfect tile. So, like, normally I might not just, like, place that so early. But I kind of like that it curves the railway up here, and I kind of want to put, like a water train station here. So everything kind of connects right there. That sounds like fun to me. That sounds cute. I like cute things. Alright. Field. No, I don't want that there. I probably want that there. I don't want to have these meet together because then I'll like never be able to put something there. I do kind of think I want this to like curve around. Just, well, maybe I don't. Because I do... Well, I kind of want to build houses out here, but like, is that actually good? Yes? Where do I want to put this? Kind of want to put it here. It's not super aesthetically pleasing. I think I really like the way this looks. I made like a little M of trees or something. Now I have like a flock of birds visiting. Sure. I don't think I care too much about the orientation here. But if I do it this way, I could at least maybe have a perfect tile, although it's unlikely. Ooh, hang on. Does this do anything? Is this cool? Hey, chat, help me out. Is this cool or is this weird? How do we feel about, instead of my cool water train station idea, where I put down a train station that can, like, live in the lake? Is the fact that this just works good, or is the fact that this makes that little bit of lake I created look extremely odd bad? Do I want this? I don't need to care too much about the trees here because I started building my forest elsewhere. It does make that one boat happy. I'm gonna do it. I want to make the boat happy. This is important to me. Okay. So where do I want... There's my answer. I want that there. Alright, that's like where the train literally currently is. Probably don't want that. That seems fine. Not great, but fine. I'm gonna make another boat happy. I really like what's going on over here. That was like mostly water. I feel like I want that. I want it here. This is probably how I want this to look. Because I think I want this little wintry village to connect over to these houses. I gotta do something about this river. Is that what I want this to look like? It's got kind of a fun little, like, yin-yang shape or something. Or I could just, like, put it, like, anywhere on the other side. I'm gonna stall for time a bit. I can't really decide where I most like this, so I think I'm just gonna, like... I think I'll have it curve out this way, in case I get, like, a river bit that, like, connects to these fields nicely or something. I'm so pleased that you're still hanging around, Delicio. I'm totally fine with this being a Delicio appreciation chat, because... Just good times, good work. This really doesn't go where I want it to at all. Maybe I do this. Yeah, I think I like this. Try to, like, build, like, a little stretch of houses to connect to here, and then, like, fill in the fields or whatever. What am I looking at? What is this tile? Oh, it's Beaver Dam. Right. I forgot we added Beaver Dam. I'm gonna do something with this? I mean, it's not... the trees don't connect perfectly on the one side, but I think I like this to have it connect to these fields a bit. And where do I want this? That's not a field, so I don't want that there. I don't actually need this to be like much of a house or whatever. I could do... That's kind of cool. I like that little island. Yeah, I'll make a little island. And then we'll... Yeah, there's some trees there. And then... I think that's good on all sides, right? Trees touching trees, blank touching blank. Yeah, perfect stuff. Alright, I think I have, like, none spaces where I want to put this all blank tile. I think I have 0 good places to put it. There's, like, a really angry cow in the background. I don't know where it is. I can't see it, but I know it's there somewhere and that it's very upset. I don't think I want to get in on the forest territory. I think I'm just going to, like, put it out here. Build, like bingo free space or something. Okay, it's not perfect on one of those edges. How much do I care about that? I want to do it like this for now. I know it doesn't maximize my, like, tree coverage or whatever. That's so rude. That's such a rude thing. Ooh. Sure, that's nice. I don't know if that'll ever connect to anything, but why not? Okay, houses. Why is that not connecting? Oh, is this like a... He's exactly 10 and I already have more than 10 there? That's so rude. That's so rude to me. Guess I'll build this here. Yeah, I'll just make like a little like exactly 10 houses by the forest or something. That seems fine. I do think I probably... Oh, that's nice. The forest touches and everything. This is kind of where I want this. Another one. Ooh, and that like... Yeah, that's actually good too. It's gonna be like a really unpleasant snake railway, but like that's fine. No one's gonna get sick or anything. It's like almost what I want, but it's not. Well, that's like pretty close too. I just like how that looks. I'm just gonna go with that. Okay, hold on. This is 5 houses? And you seem to like that. Okay, so maybe like this? And like another little curvy railway bit. You know what, I'm just gonna keep snaking that until it decides it doesn't want me to snake anymore. We're at 9 now. I'll go a little bit longer, but I don't think I'll probably finish this map, because that will take like a pretty long time probably. They need exactly 2 houses, so this isn't gonna work for over there. Oh, but I like that. That curves like just the right way. Of course, it's gonna be really hard to get something that like matches all those houses. Okay, like a big field. It doesn't exactly play nice with what I've put together here. Maybe I'll put this somewhere else. Ooh. It's close. Like, that house isn't where I want it, but, like, it looks good. That's, like, close enough for me. 2 houses. No, that's not going to connect to the other thing. And they don't connect to each other, so I can't use them for this. It's cheating. This is close to what I want. But it isn't quite it, is it? Yeah, why not? Okay, weird river structure. Unless I wanted to, like, put that over here. Maybe I do. Maybe I do want to put that over here. Why not? I like that the trees touch, and then I don't know what's going on with this lake. It's just making its own shape. I really want just the perfect tile here, and I know that's going to be my undoing. It's probably fine. Okay, now I got like places. That doesn't have fields, so I don't want that there. Could curve that way, but I probably don't want to. Is this anything? Oh, it connects to the house here. But then, like, the rivers kind of just, like, go right up to these houses. I don't know how I'm going to make that work. I'm still putting it here. I think my ambition is to put, like, a train station right here, and then, like, have the railway connect into it. Which will either look really cool or really stupid. I haven't worked that out yet. That's like a future problem. That's good on all sides, right? That looks pretty good to me. I really like this wintry biome. It's a good addition. At first I was just like, I don't know what this is. But now that I've settled with it for a second, I'm like, no, it's nice. Think we'll ever get a forest that like exactly connects on these sides? I'm up for the challenge. Ooh, an end raily bit. Want to connect that there. Really want to connect that there. I could like put it here. Or maybe I put it like... It's not quite it either. My foot fell asleep because I'm bad. never know what to do with like the end rail bits, because they're like, to me, they're like the saddest piece of the railroad. It's like, this track says the train shall go no further. But I'm like, no, the train should have free reign, even though that's completely in defiance of what train is. It's like literally a defining feature of what train is that it doesn't have unlimited free reign. No, I like my idea to put a train station here better. So, like, my options are not, like, great. I mean, I could also, like, alternatively just connect. So, like, basically what I could do is, like, well, that's not, like, a perfect fit either. But, like, it's kind of cool. Maybe if it's not a perfect fit, that angle's not any better. Like, basically, I could have the snake rail, like, wind a few more tiles over and, like, connect to here. Or I could, like, make it so I only have, like, one active branch. Oh, but it, like, won't... Oh, no, we'll turn that way. It just, like, really doesn't fit nicely there. Or I could do this and just make these trees sad, but it's so... These trees are so close to lining up that that's a bummer. Alternatively, there's always an option to just, like, put mystery around. Oh, you know what? I could do, like, this. And then, like, maybe this is, like, an endpoint I build toward, or maybe I just, like, leave it here. Who knows? Okay, field. Sure. River. Sure. I feel like some people would watch me play this game and get really frustrated. But I guess a game like this kind of just works that way. Where, like, there's some way to play a game like this that naturally makes sense to you, and to see someone else do it differently, like, might be frustrating to you. Like, I remember I first found out about this game watching, like, a different streamer play it, and I think people in his chat were kind of doing that, being like, why didn't you put that field there? Or something. I'm like, I get it, I get the instinct. That counts as blank for some reason. That's fine, I like it. Your train station. It's like pagoda style. I don't think I've ever seen that. Check it out. Look, this is like the classic kind of clock tower look that like a default one has. But now it's like... I feel like the only way I can think to describe that is like pagoda-y, and that's not even like a word. For sure that's not a word. But like, I want it to go here. And I'm going to keep building out this amorphous lake. You can't stop me. I really like how that looks, actually. It's just like a big, chunky tree strip. No, I can't really put that on the inside. I could connect that there, but I don't like it. Never found the joy in backseating like that. It's the streamer's game. I mean, that's how I feel. I mean, like, there's certain games where, like, if the streamer gets stuck or something, I'll be like, would you like me to look up a thing? Or, like, would you like a suggestion? But, like, personally, like, I have, like, no impulse to be like, you're doing it wrong! Like, even if it was, like, a strategy game or something and I disagreed with their play, I might be like, you know, I might have done this instead. But I wouldn't be like, you idiot! Like, why are you doing it that way? But, like, I get it. I get why some people do that. But, like, it is funny to me that, like, there are definitely people who look at a game like this that's, like, 1,000,000% designed to be chill, and they would, like, find a way to make, like, a problem of it. Okay. So where's, like, the nicest place to connect these houses? Trick question? sort of a trick question. I don't want to close that off. I feel like I could do something fun there. I think, even though it's not like a great fit, I think I like putting it here. It wants me to close it off anyway, so like that's probably fine. I do kind of like these weird, like, amorphous lake tiles they've added. Look at all these boats and trains. What a nice, like, Christmas gift from this game that I, like, log in and it's like, look, it's all the trains you wanted every other time you played this game. Don't really like that there. Keep getting all these, like, trees when I need, like, a field river. This could connect to the forest, except I've done this in a way where it explicitly can't do that. Like, no place I want to put a tile like this. This is like kind of a thing, I guess. Yeah, alright. I mean, I'm gonna need a really specific thing there at some point that I don't have. I think I like this. That does not do what I would like. Just that. I'm gonna hold out there in a way that I probably shouldn't. Field just is never where I want it to go. After midnight. Oh yeah, it's quite late there. Well, thanks so much for dropping by. It's a real treat for me to have you stop by, and I'm definitely looking forward to that game, and I appreciate the tip about it, because I didn't know that was coming out, and it looks great. And I'll keep an eye on it. Thank you so much. Have a great night. And that's so cool. What a cool thing. Streaming is such like a cool thing. Like, I don't know how people don't want to do it. Like, I know that there's a ton of people who do it, and it's competitive, but, like, it's... If you like games at all, it's so weird to me that there's, like, no impulse to do it. Where to put just a little hint of tree? Where might I put just a little tree? I feel like I should have a place for this, but I don't actually think I do. I need like a really specific forest thing. For you, it's time. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, in order for me to even stream like 2 days a week and still get stuff on YouTube, like, it takes like a lot of my time. Like an incredible lot of my time. That's fair. I mean, I'm mostly speaking hyperbolically of just like, that's maybe like the third or maybe fourth time now? Hold on. Mages of Mistralia, Strangeland, Lamplight City. Was there another one where we had someone show up who like worked on the game? I feel like there was, and I can't think of who it was. But like, that's just, it's so exciting for me. Every time that's happened, it's been like so cool. And like, it's always been with like the best games. Like, it's always like the coolest games I play that like someone cool shows up in chat. Like, that's so cool. I know, my vocabulary is stunning to you. I said the word cool like 7 times in that sentence. Work was 3 to 4 hours per day. Be in a way better headspace to stream. I definitely get that. I'm sorry if that came off as critical. I was mostly being silly. I don't like actually expect people to try and like justify that. Oh, I found it. This is my space. It's here, and then the railway will wind around there. Is this what I want? No, but it's suspiciously close to what I want. Just thinking out loud. Yeah, it's kind of what I'm doing. I just want to make sure I didn't, like, say something to upset you. But, like, it just, like, in summary, I think it's really cool that I can, like, play a game that I'm like, this is, like, 10 out of 10. This is one of my favorite games I've played this year. And my favorite character shows up, and I'm like, and it's like, yeah, I just, like, voice acted your favorite character in this game. And I'm like, oh, what, like, a cool random thing to happen. We definitely live in the internet age. You never do. See, that's kind of you to say, Demolition, but, like, I definitely... Look, I'm a person who's, like, naturally very diplomatic and will usually go quite far out of my way to, like, say the right thing. But, like, there are these weird times where, like, something takes over and I just say, like, the absolute wrong thing. And, like, sometimes I don't even know that I do it for, like, a long time. And I hate that that's, like, part of my existence. I don't know, man. Like this? Ooh, just like a little, like a hint of lake, like a spring breeze. I need like a big wet tile here. That's right, I said it. Oh, it's so close. No, wait, that's it. If I turn it this way, it's correct. It's exactly the tile I want. I wish there was like a field here. If you happen to get their Twitch handles, I'll make a point to gift them subs as well. You certainly plan to re-up
I might get wet down there.
I appreciate that, Angel, and I also appreciate that, Demolition, because for some reason I spent my time making that extremely terrible sound clip, and I expect to get my money's worth out of the thing that I spent $0 but a small amount of time doing. But it might be possible to get those screen names, but I don't know how I'd go about doing that. Also, there's really no need for you to do it, but I do appreciate the sentiment. Ooh. Oh ho ho ho! Now I just need another completely perfect tile. Is that asking so much? Right, that literally can't do anything ever under any circumstance. Got it, understood. That's the only way that that can happen. Is that bad? Maybe I actually like that. Maybe I like that. Maybe I like it here better. Because then I could still... Yeah, it's a weird place to put it, but that's where I want it to go. Thanks for streaming tonight. Thanks for watching. I mean, like, look, I know that Lamplight City started off rough. I'm not going to argue otherwise, but, like, I got so excited for it by the end, and, like, I know it wasn't anyone's favorite, but, like, I'm just glad some people wanted to watch it with me. I really like that game. I really do. Like, it's so, my journey with that game is so funny, because, like, I was so excited to play it, and then I started, and it, like, really kind of wasn't what I thought it was, and then it turned around, and I, like, love it a lot. It's, like, a really cool game. That's not it. It's, like, definitely not. Why would I even look at that? That's so clearly not it. I don't have, like, a place to put this that I don't hate. Well, I guess I could put it, like, here. It's not very good. But I got prizes. At some point, I'm gonna have to stop streaming. We're not quite there yet. But, like, I could really easily get trapped, and I don't really want to do that. I don't really want to do the work today. Sure. Streaming. Yeah, that's the problem with this game. Like, it's kind of good for filler, but it's also kind of terrible for filler, because, like, you can easily just be like, oh, I'm having fun playing this game because it's a great game. And then, yeah, it's like 3 hours later, and you're like, what happened? That's fine. That looks good. Where do I want to put house? Like, I don't have a good place for houses. Like, this can't be, like, a big community. This could be. We could make, like, a big thing over here. Sure. What's the name for this biome? Is this one of the new ones I got today? Because I got, like, winter, and I got something that was, like, cherry blossom or sakura or something? Just one more turn. Isn't that what they say in Civilization, when like you lose but you think you could win if you had one more turn or whatever? Oh, this is so close to the tile I want, and it's like not the tile I want. Good soundtrack. Why am I leaning so far forward? Yeah. Isn't there like a secret tile that I maybe should care about, but probably don't? Well, I just want like a field. Don't really like how any of that goes. I don't know what I want to do like here, where this like river is and the train station. Like I don't know. I just want to like curve two rivers so that it makes like a weird loop into a... Yeah, that actually sounds good. I think that's my goal. I'm just gonna put this here and forget about it. Sweet, finally some like straight train pieces. What can I do with them? Not this. Ooh, that's pretty good. I didn't... Yeah, okay. I was like thinking I was gonna curve it, but then I like completely changed everything, so it's like definitely not happening. I like that. And then... I don't know where this is going. But I like it. I hope 2023 is 10 times better for the stream in my life than 2020 was. Oh, we'll see. I think I want to add... We gotta do an audit on the Discord. Like, I want everything on the Discord to feel relevant, and I feel like some of it's, like, vestigial. I don't know, like, it's a small community, so, like, I don't know what people want or need. I do feel like I want, like, a channel that's just, like, stream feedback. That's, like, you tell me, like, if you have game suggestions, you can drop them there, or like if you have ideas for like sound clips or channel point redemptions or things like that, just like one place that you can like put all of that. Stream back. I don't know what that is. What is that? Keep in mind that it took me like 20 full minutes to like get a trailer to play on my stream, Demolition. I'm kind of an idiot. Mind if you make the channel? Yeah, go ahead. You know more about it than I do. Wait, is this... No, there's a field on it. That's not the tile. Oh, wait, that's it. That's the one. There's a field there. Nobody look at the field. Stream feedback. Oh, okay. I thought you were like referring to like some existing service. Like, you mean something you should already know about? I'm like, maybe. I'm not... I don't know. No, I don't have fields there. I got really confused for a second because I thought there are like so many like tile spaces I can put on this stretch that I thought like I had made like glitch tiles out of like teal or something. It's getting late. It's not past midnight here, but it's getting late. Sun's getting low in the sky or whatever. It's by no means 20 minutes. No, but it's funnier if I say 20 full minutes when it's definitely not. But like it took longer than like it should do. I just like really don't like capture like those types of sources are how you dox yourself, so I don't typically like using them. So I had to like set one up and then like hope I didn't dox myself. Also, hope I didn't dox myself opening a package on stream, but I don't think I did. That's pretty close. That's close enough for me. A few more minutes, maybe. Does this do what I want over here? Yeah. Well... Oh, wait. Do I need this over here? Come on! Come on! I've been waiting for, like, a river with a field on it, and I finally get one. And, like, literally the fields, like, skillfully avoid touching the one spot of field that I want it to touch. This is such a mean-spirited tile that I hate. I hate this one. Bad tile. So, like... No, I mean, like, the field touches there, but I, like, want, like, a really stupid river. Made the channel. Thanks, Demolition. I appreciate you and everything you do, and I'm sorry if I don't say that enough. I'm just doing this. You can't stop me. You literally don't have the ability to stop me. You think you do, but you're wrong. I don't know what I call this place. I normally come up with like a nickname for whatever I'm doing. Oh, I wanted this tile so bad. Look. I want to orient this. I think like this. It's that big wet tile I asked for. Wait. I have to do it. I kind of hate closing it off, but it's just so perfect. Like, look at that. That's just nice. Like, being partner isn't, like, nearly as important to me as it used to be. Because, like, every few months they just, like, make emotes, like, more and more accessible to affiliates. So that was, like, one of the main reasons I wanted to be, like, a partner in the first place. But I do kind of wish that I could be successful enough to be a partner just so that, like, I would love to have just, like, a day of the week where it's like, I just play Dorfromantik, and I just play Dorfromantik, and that's it. That's the whole thing. I just do a whole stream that's Dorfromantik or something. But, like, as infrequently as I am able to stream, like, I'd never get anything done. I would just be a Dorfromantik streamer. And I think if I did that, eventually you'd get bored of it. I don't know. What good is this time? I mean, that's not gonna do anything. You worry that you're too much for people. Like, if people are just kind and tolerate you instead. Hey, listen, Demolition, first off, that's not true, because you're great. And we love you. And secondly, I have had the misfortune of having to deal with people professionally for, like rapidly approaching a decade. Like, I never saw myself being, like, a customer service support rep, but, like, I've basically been doing that more or less for, you know, almost 9 years now. And, people, as a whole, aren't typically so nice that they will accommodate someone that they find annoying. Like, I don't know that I want to go so far as to say, like, people are inherently evil or whatever, even though, like, I have grumpy feelings, but, like, I don't think you need to worry about that as much as you do. Now, that's not going to change anything, because I worry about similar things. And so I just, like, know that that's, like, your reality, and I'm sorry about that. But, like, know that for my part, like, for real, like, you're just a cool guy. Sure, I don't know what I'm doing with this tile. There's gotta be a better... What do I need to, like, connect this? Do I just need, like, 6 of these things? Hissing sound.
It's somewhat effective!
Somewhat effective? This might as well happen. That's not quite it. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. There's gotta be some place I just want. Ah, that's really close. I mean, it's really close. I think that's as close as that's getting to. Do I have need for this exact combination of house, field, tree? I have to assume the answer is no. Haha, I'm wrong. That's something? I don't think I want that. Is this something? That appears to be something. No, that's not what I want. I don't want this. Oh, maybe this is something. Is this something? I think that's something. Few trees. Do I need a few trees? I don't know where to put a few trees. Oh, wait. That's it. That's where the trees go. Okay. A river. Wait. Wait. Wait! That's more important to me than it was to anyone else. There's, like, no way to make this perfect tile. I don't know why I've been, like, waiting so long for this one. Because I would need this tile, but, like, one edge removed and replaced with a blank one. Thank you, Demolition. Hey, look! It turns out that if you turn on the source that generates the alert, it generates the alert. So you name an activity, and then I'll explain the rules, and then we'll do that activity. This is pretty close to this really specific tile that doesn't exist. 26 houses. That's pretty good. Does it fit better somewhere? Wish there was a field on this, but like that's pretty good. I'm not playing for much longer. I really should stop soon. Oh wow, look at how well that fits. That's going there even though I have no use for that. Ooh. Ooh. Is there anything better than that feeling you get when the tile is just right? This is such a terrible use of a tile, but it fits really good. It's so bad. It's like a crime against tiles. Oh, I see. I closed that off that way. Sure. Got some deer. So close, but no. You know what? That's pretty close, and it actually just looks nice. Of course, I'd say that. Now I have, like, this to deal... Oh, wait. Oh, it's so close to the perfect tile, it's maddening. feel like I had a single house tree space, but I think I filled that in with something that wasn't it. Does that seem correct? I feel like that's correct. Why are there so many, like, angry cows today? Weird day. Sure, those two houses are besties. Oh, hang on. I think I actually know where to put this. Doesn't turn the way I thought it would for some reason. And the for some reason is I don't know why I thought it would work that way. That also just, like, definitely doesn't do what I want, even, like, a little bit. Alright, this was a mistake. I don't know how to get out of that situation that I caused for myself. I guess what I need is, like, one of those, like, trident pieces. That's, like, not gonna happen. It's, like, the same piece that's already there. That looks kind of funny. Wait, does this go with the weird end bit? Where did I put that? I don't know, maybe. Yeah, life's definitely been busy this year. I've gotten most of my shopping done. There's some stuff that, like, shouldn't be difficult for me to get that I have put off because I don't want to go places because of the coronavirus. That just looks terrible. Oh, man, I don't know. I'm doing this because it looks funny and because I'm never gonna get there anyway. Is this something? This is not anything. I wish I could get this to go the other way so the water was facing the awkward river that I created. I just kind of wanted to commemorate this weird little river I created and salvage the railroad. We'd have a whole thing planned out 2022 to 2024, but then life happened. Yeah, what I was trying to think of it. What's that thing that people sometimes say? I think it's like a military expression of like, no strategy survives contact with the enemy. Like some version of that applies to like everyone at all times. Whether they know it or not. Okay. Okay, that's not the thing that's not the specific thing that makes this work. I think I need another instance of the piece that's already there twice. But I do think I want this. This is so bad. Some houses. They don't go there. They kind of go there. And then another one of these. I guess this is fine. I wanted to visit LA this year to meet me in person, but yeah, no, like, yeah. I mean, listen, wow, are we actually close to finishing this game? That's not information I should have. Because then I'll be like, why don't we finish this game? That looks cool. Is it funnier if I put a weird damp train station with a moat here by this little town? Or is it funnier if I, like, fix this monster spiderweb creation I made. Do we like the town or the spider web? You like the town? I'm torn because this is irrelevant to the placement. Like, I like that they made a Pagoda train station, but I feel like I like it less than regular train station. That's some tiles, alright. Oh wait, I think I need this. What on earth? Okay, I need a straight one there, and a straight one there. And then I need like 2 angles. So I need 2 straights and 2 weird angles. This is such a horrible use of this piece. Just about there. What do you mean there's a miniature lake? Yeah, that sounds familiar. If it's just that I like made too many like concessions for things that I looked cool. I feel like if this game was actually about to end, I must have done like a really bad job. Wait, I have a place for this, right? Oh no, I put a field here like a buffoon. I don't think I have another place for this. That's not it. It's not there. Now when I plug that in, right. I don't know. Single house. Right, there's like railway there. I don't know, where's single house go? Real estate market makes it so hard to know. You don't like anything. There it is. Okay, hold on. It's the worst way to do that. Ah, come on. Doesn't line up nicely at all. Tell you what, I really like this thing that we built, and I could try to prolong this, but I think instead of that, because I really should have stopped streaming like 10 minutes ago, I'm just going to spend my remaining tiles to figure out what this is. That's not it. Yeah, let's go for mystery tiles, what I was thinking, but I don't think I can actually connect to there. Is there some way that I can... no, it's like the worst railroad tile of all time. It doesn't... Wait, does that make a perfect tile? In the middle? It did not. Well, that's fine. I mean, we did a whole thing, right? And look, there was only a little bit of purple at the bottom, and people pretended that they liked it, so that's fine. That was fun. That score is, like, abysmal. It was a terrible score. I don't know what happened there. I'm just gonna close that. There's some people still around. You want to guess where the Squirtle is? Because we didn't reveal it. We got this guy. He can also be a hat. I don't know if you knew this, Alcadias, if you're still here, but it's true. But yeah, I had life plans these last couple of years, and they are burnt. They are gone. I don't really know when I expect that to change, which for a long time was a great source of despair and anxiety. And I'm doing okay right now. I wouldn't say that I've like figured something out or that I've gotten better, but I'm okay right now. Which is like a fine note to end the year on in terms of streaming. As a reminder, I will return on January 6th, but the next... Oh, that's a big number, Demolition. What are you doing over there? The next 2 weeks are off for me because, you know, the holidays. They sort of correspond to 2 weeks. I'm gonna see the parents next Friday, and then my brother's visiting a little later. Parents will also be around for that, but my brother won't be around for the first part. And somewhere in there, I probably see my sister and brother-in-law, but as far as I know, I don't know what day that's happening. Vasco, given your love of trains, when will you play Choo Choo Charles? That's the horror action game based on Thomas the Tank Engine, right? I don't think I could play that game. Not because it would be too scary, but because I feel like it would make me mad. And not because that I think, like, Thomas the Tank Engine is too sacred, although I love Thomas the Tank Engine. But, like, it just looks like a game that would make me mad. Like, I'm not good at, like, shooters or, like, stressful things. And, like, I totally respect and appreciate, like, what they're doing there. It's just, like, I don't think that game is, like, technically for me, even though I want it to be. You got the 200k bits badge. Demolition, thank you, but also, yikes for some duration of time. But here, for that, you can have the fanfare. Hooray. Did anyone actually guess where Squirtle is? There's one back there. Oh, Secret Squirtle behind Lorenzo. I'll give you a hint. It's not under either of these hats. And one of these is an octopus. I'm not joking either. I like literally saw like a small one of these today, and I was like, I wonder why I never got one, and now I just have one. That's very kind of Alcadias to do that. Any other guesses before I go do the thing? Christmas Eve. See, I just told you it's not under the hats. It's the one thing you know for sure is that it's not under the hats. Unless you assume I'm lying to you, and then I don't know what to tell you. Other than I might be lying to you. But you'll never know. Nope, that one hurt. Yesterday didn't. That one did. It usually does. Okay. For some reason I expected someone to guess behind the big bread, but it's not there. That's not it. Lorenzo? Lorenzo, the big lobster, was hiding the counterpart to the shoulder Yoda that I was wearing before I got tired of it. I don't know, he just didn't want to sit right. Eventually I got Groot to work yesterday, but that one didn't work. Well. Oh, yeah, Neko did have a guess behind Blue Smiley Face, which accounts for one of the Eevees. I don't know which one you meant, because they're both out here. Over here, put Squishy Eeyore. That one's not a Squirtle. Over here, behind Brown Bear, it was Banana Man. I had him carefully hiding so that his hands were behind Brown Bear's ears so you wouldn't see them. Very tricky. I've actually done that for like 5 consecutive streams and no one guessed Brown Bear, so I just kept doing it.
Oh, darn.
Yeah, oh, darn. Well, I guess I will reveal then the location of the secret Squirtle. The final Squirtle of the year, which is underneath Winter Squirtle, behind Carlos, is another Squirtle. The Squirtles started spending time together for the holidays, because they are a squad. Thanks everybody for watching. It's been great. I really appreciated Lamplight City. It was a lot of fun having Upton show up. We did a whole extremely bad dwarf, and I don't know. I had a lot of fun. I hope you did too. Thanks to everybody for watching. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being you. And I hope to see you again soon. Happy holidays, whatever form that takes for you. Even if it is like a Festivus troll situation. I will hopefully catch you here next year. Like I said, first stream should be January 6th unless something happens, in which case I'll try to like make people aware of that or whatever. But yeah, everybody stay safe. I hope you have a good and happy time, and you know, just keep being you guys. It's been great. It means a lot to me to have people show up. And I know you all are busy, and I just hope it means something to someone. So thanks for the generosity. Thank you for like a jillion bits. I think that's the number you did before Demolition. Thanks for gifting a sub to Upton. It's cool that you were able to do that, Angel. Appreciate you all. And to all, have a good night.